welcome to exclusive live coverage of the 100th Washington State Apple Blossom Festival Stemilt Growers Grand Parade on the NCWLIFE channel. Today's broadcast is made possible by these fine sponsors: Collins Fashions, The Walkabout Grill, the Antique Mall at Cashmere, Arctic Refrigeration and Heating, Merry Maids, Caldwell Banker Levine, Club Crow Bar and Grill, Apple Valley Honda, the Highlander Golf Course, Boswell's Home Furnishings, East Wenatchee Mobile Storage, and Weinstein Beverage. And now let's go live to the top of the parade at Triangle Park alongside Jessica Clay. Here's NCWLIFE Channel's own Eric Granstrom.
And welcome to the 100th Washington State Apple Blossom Festival, along with Jesse Clay. I'm Eric Granstrom here on the NCWLIFE channel, and welcome to a gorgeous day for the Stemilt Growers Grand Parade. Let's take a look from high above here with our drone and look at the masses of bodies assembled here as we get ready for the start of the parade, as the color guard comes past our booth right now here as we're at the top of the parade route at Triangle Park. And Jess, I don't know, can you get much more excited than this?
No, it's a perfect day for a parade. Gorgeous weather.
We may have to bring you back to bump Julie Kuntz next year because you brought the great weather. Last weekend was ridiculous.
It was a little ridiculous. Very windy.
We're hoping everyone is enjoying the festivities. We had the Classy Chassis Parade last night in East Wenatchee, and of course the Stemilt Growers Grand Parade happening here today on the NCWLIFE channel. And it's brought to you in part by Antique Mall at Cashmere. 15,000 square feet to explore. Come find your treasure. Also by Apple Valley Honda, right in the earbone there, where all new Hondas come with a lifetime warranty, and Arctic Refrigeration and Heating, the temperature experts. What do we have coming past us right now as we have the kind of the pre-parade and then the beginning of the parade?
Crime Stoppers of Puget Sound. Crime Stoppers is a partnership between the public, the media, and law enforcement. Crime Stoppers of Puget Sound is one of approximately 1,200 programs worldwide. They receive anonymous tips on unsolved felony crimes. Crime Stoppers has collectively solved over 2.5 million felony crimes and has recovered over $15 billion of stolen property and narcotics.
As we welcome you to the top of the parade route. This is a new perspective for us here on the NCWLIFE channel as we broadcast live on Local-Tel Channel 12 and Charter Channel 19, as well as streaming online around the world. And I know we have a ton of folks that are watching us here on our stream at ncwlife.com and also on Facebook page. So welcome to all of our Facebook followers for being here today as we bring you the Stemilt Growers Grand Parade. And this is a very special parade because it is marking the final weekend of the 100th Washington State Apple Blossom Festival, and we're proud to be part of it and proud to bring you these images here on the NCWLIFE channel. As you see the Triangle Park where everything assembles here, the tents there are hospitality tents where the royalty, in fact, they're doing a picture right now, Jess, of, I think they told us that they have 135 former and past royalty here today assembled for the 100th celebration of the Apple Blossom Festival.
That's fantastic, and it just goes to show what it meant to these women to be the queens and the princesses in the past, to be willing to come back and have this celebration.
Well, and being part of the pageant process, and now I get to be really behind the scenes with helping them with media training and things like that, and being able to watch what they go through. This is a life-changing event, not just for the 3 that represent these days with the Apple Blossom Festival, but for the top 10 too, and all the training they get and everything else is going to just carry with them for the rest of their lives. And you talk to these former royalty that are here today, and they'll say the same thing.
Yes, and we have royalty all the way back to 1953, is that correct?
Absolutely, yeah. It is incredible, and we'll get a good look at them as we take a good look right now at the Chelan County Sheriff's Department's Emergency Management and their rescue boat as it comes by us here at the start of our parade coverage on the NCWLIFE channel. And good to have, of course, the men in uniform here today all the way around, not only in the parade, but protecting us along the parade route. And we just took the air just a moment past the Seattle Police Department motorcycle drill team. Just fantastic to see them. So as you're down on the parade route, down Orondo Avenue, all the way down to Wenatchee Avenue, and then all the way out to past 9th Street here in Wenatchee, you're going to get a chance to see the Seattle motorcycle drill team, as now we have some members of search and rescue coming by us, all part of Chelan County Emergency Management and Search and Rescue, a volunteer organization, Search and Rescue. If you find yourself this time of year heading up in the higher elevations of north central Washington and Chelan County, and you get yourself in trouble, you fall down, break your ankle, something like that, boy, you depend on these guys with Search and Rescue to come find you and get you out and get you safe. Our broadcast coverage on the NCWLIFE channel brought to you by Boswell's Home Furnishings. Come explore their expansive 2-story showroom on Easy Street. Also the Club Crow Bar and Grill, Cashmere's home of the blues, brews, and barbecue. And Caldwell Banker Levine, the most trusted name in real estate. While we have just a brief break in the parade, we're going to take a brief break here on our coverage on the NCWLIFE channel. We're coming to you live on this May the 4th be with you as we are bringing you the Stemilt Growers Grand Parade. We'll come back with more right after this on the NCWLIFE channel.
Highlander Grill and Golf Course is known as one of the finest wedding venues in the Wenatchee area. You do not have to be a member to come to Highlander. Highlander Golf Course offers a first-class backdrop for your wedding day. Our friendly professional staff will ensure your wedding and reception is picture perfect, from every moment leading up to the I do's to when the lights go down at the end of your reception. Hi, I'm Shalane, site coordinator for Highlander Grill. Give me a call to schedule your event today.
Hello, Wenatchee Valley, from the staff at Collins Fashions. Christy, Heidi, Georgia, Julene, Judy, and I, we are your Brighton headquarters for the Valley, and we are here to assist you with your personal and gift-giving needs of jewelry, handbags, sunglasses, etc. We carry your favorite brands such as Tommy Bahama, Karen Kane, Tribal, Jag, Nick and Zoe, Joseph Ribcop, foundations from Spanx and Shapies, cute, comfortable shoes and sandals. Our staff will style you head to toe at Collins, where fun meets fashion in downtown Wenatchee.
With 15,000 square feet to explore, you'll find something special at the Antique Mall at Cashmere. For the do-it-yourselfers and those with a keen eye for making something old fresh and new again, the Antique Mall at Cashmere is the place to come find your next project. From the coin enthusiasts to avid collectors, Antique Mall at Cashmere has treasures in every corner. Come find your treasure today. Antique Mall at Cashmere's friendly staff is here to help. Stop on by today.
Arctic Refrigeration and Heating has been serving North Central Washington for 34 years. Arctic provides the finest heating and cooling air quality products for residential and commercial customers, along with prompt and professional customer service. Arctic also offers specialty services like custom sheet metal fabrication of ductwork, coil cleaning, as well as planned fall and spring maintenance for the overall well-being of your system. Arctic is available for emergency calls 24/7. Call Arctic Refrigeration and Heating for your heating and cooling needs.
And welcome back once again here to the top of the parade route. We're at Triangle Park on the NCWLIFE channel. Along with Jess Clay, I'm Eric Grandstrom on the NCWLIFE channel. And we have Grant Olson that is out and about this morning here at the top of the parade route. And Grant, I think, has some folks that are celebrating Apple Blossom Festival. Grant?
Eric, I sure do. Long-time Apple Blossom goers, right? What's your name?
Roberta.
Roberta, how long have you been coming to the Apple Blossom Festival?
All my life. I was born here in Wenatchee.
So is this the spot that you always come to here at the beginning?
For the last few years, we come here.
Yeah. And what's your name?
Beverly Pearson.
Beverly, how long have you been coming?
All my life.
And what's your favorite part about the Grand Parade?
Oh, all of it. The bands and especially the horses.
You know, living here all your life, can you believe it's the 100th anniversary of this festival?
Time goes by so fast. It is unbelievable. Yes.
Let's keep moving down. What's your name?
Loretta Fisher.
Loretta, is this a spot that you've always come to since you've been going to the parade?
We've been all over the place.
Do you have a favorite spot to watch the parade?
Here.
Is it the best?
Yeah, this is the best. Yeah.
All right. Well, you ladies have a great time, and thanks for joining us.
In the parade years ago with their little boots.
You did. What year did you march in the parade?
Oh, I hate to admit it, 1947 and 8. Drum and Bugle Corps.
Yeah. That is fantastic. Wow. Well, you deserve to enjoy this today, and we hope you do. Thanks so much again. All right, Eric, send it back to you.
Oh my gosh, that is awesome. A slice of history right here along the parade route. That is so cool. So I got to ask you, Jess, what's your favorite part of the parade?
Watching the kids on the sideline, whether the band's going by and they're just dancing on the streets, or watching the girls just light up when the princesses wave back at them. You'll see little girls with their own tiaras sitting on the sidewalk, and I just think that's the cutest thing ever.
I was walking around where they do all the staging here, as you see on our screen at Triangle Park, and I had a chance to get around our royalty. Of course, we have a lot of royalty in the house here today, but our queen and two princesses, and you should see the little girls standing in line waiting to go up and to meet them. And of course, what's awesome is Apple Blossom has done this so well. They have trading cards that they hand the little girls.
My daughter has her own. Yes, she loves them.
That is so amazing. Yeah, so we see the view from Dan Kuntz high above here as he's looking out at Triangle Park, and all the people that are gathered here. And again, with that 135 thereabouts royalty, they had to get convertibles from all over the land. You'll see convertibles that'll come through the parade route today that I saw Arizona license plates.
That's amazing.
The reach of Apple Blossom is considerable to find all of the convertibles that are here today to be able to handle all this royalty.
Right.
It's fantastic. Our broadcast here on the NCWLIFE channel brought to you in part by Collins Fashions, where fun meets fashion in downtown Wenatchee. Also by East Wenatchee Mobile Storage. Pack it, store it, move it. They can deliver a mobile storage unit right to your front door. And the Highlander Grill. It's open to the public. Amazing food, drinks, and their spectacular view. Head up to the Highlander Grill, all part of the Highlander golf course here in East Wenatchee, as we are looking out along the color that is Memorial Park, or I shouldn't say Memorial Park. We're up here at the top. I'm so used to talking about Memorial Park down the street from us. The Triangle Park here today. And there you see the boat in the background. We'll look forward to that. That's Seafair's entry into our Apple Blossom Parade. And I think I was doing a count. I think I saw something like 123 total. No, it was 133 with a pre-parade and the regular parade, the full parade here. 133 different entries in this 2019 Washington State Apple Blossom Festival Stemilt Growers Grand Parade. It's fantastic. And I tell you, Grant was talking about it, I think off the air, talking about the fact that, this place is so gorgeous with the green hills right now. And I just can't find a better setting for anybody to enjoy something like a parade and something like a festival like this than right here in the Wenatchee Valley.
Absolutely. We live in such a beautiful area of the country, and we're very blessed with the weather today. It's a great way to celebrate the 100th year.
Absolutely. I don't know if Grant has somebody else down the road or not. Not yet. Okay. So Grant's going to try to find some more folks that are part of the parade, and we're waiting on a couple of dignitaries. Of course, our festival administrator, Darcy Christofferson, as well as the Director General. But I know that they're probably entwined in that mob of people to the lower right of your screen right now. So we'll give them a break. But, oh, what a gorgeous day for a parade. And I love the fact that we're able to get our drones up in the air to get this perspective from high above. As you look down on the left of your screen is the end zone at the Apple Bowl, and then you cast your view down into the parking area where we're located in underneath the tent. And by the way, thanks to Nancy's Party Rentals for providing the tent. Thanks to Star Rentals for providing Dan Kuntz that scissor lift for him to get high and above to take a look down at the parade route. And of course to Marcus Griggs Orchards for providing us this flatbed truck that we are having our broadcast seat upon for the parade for the second weekend in a row. We're going to take a quick break and come back with more as we get ready for the cannon that officially starts the Grand Parade in 16 minutes from now. We will have that as we continue next here from Triangle Park for the Stemilt Growers Grand Parade as we broadcast live on the NCWLIFE channel. We'll be right back.
It's what everybody desires when it comes to ownership of a car. When you purchase and service a car from Apple Valley Honda, we're going to give you a warranty on your new Honda, and it's going to be for life. As a car owner, you pay thousands of dollars to insurance companies to maintain the appearance of your car. At Apple Valley Honda, you'll pay nothing to help you maintain the mechanics of your car. And again, it's for life. At Apple Valley Honda, our customers are valued, and they deserve the peace of mind that comes with the warranty for life. So come visit us. We would love to see you.
Welcome to Boswell's Home Furnishings. Come in and explore their expansive two-story showroom at your leisure. You'll find comfort and inspiration for every room in your home. Boswell's has been filling customer furniture needs for decades From contemporary to the classics, for living room, dining room, and bedroom sets. Purchase in-store or create your own unique style. With Boswell's complimentary design service, your vision is their passion. Where would you like to start?
Hi, Justin here, owner of Club Crow Bar and Grill in Cashmere. Club Crow is your place for famous blues, brews, and barbecue. We are your one-stop bar and grill, serving breakfast, lunch, and dinner 7 days a week. Looking for a fun night out? Join us at Club Crow Saturday nights. We have live bands to rock the night away. Club Crow is bringing comedy to Cashmere. Check out our Facebook page for upcoming dates. Live jam session first Sunday of every month. Club Crow Bar and Grill in Cashmere, the coolest place in town.
That's pretty much it. It's a great house, great neighborhood.
It's great. Sam's still getting used to the idea of moving.
Sam, you play basketball?
Yeah.
Let me show you something. Now I'm thinking, you put your hoop right here, and you even got enough room for a three-point line. One of the things I've noticed is that if you got a hoop in your driveway, you make friends real fast.
At Coldwell Banker Levine, our agents don't just understand real estate, they understand what home is all about.
Welcome back once again to the NCWLIFE Channel's coverage of the Stemilt Growers Grand Parade along with Jesse Clay. I'm Eric Grandstrom on the NCWLIFE Channel. And Grant Olson is down along our parade route here at the pre-parade, getting a chance to meet some folks who are taking in the sights, the scenes, and the pleasantry that is the Apple Blossom Festival. Grant?
Eric, you're so right. And it's such a great vibe right now here along the parade route, the beginning of the parade route. And we're joined by a long time. Well, you don't live here anymore, do you? Tell us what your name is first.
Jeanette Angst Price.
And Jeanette, where do you live?
Phoenix.
And you came back just for the 100th Apple Blossom Festival?
Right.
Because you used to live here, right?
I lived here.
How long?
I moved in 1967.
And did you go to a lot of Apple Blossom festivals and parades back in those days?
Never missed one.
So how has it changed? I mean, just as far as people go, I mean, it's a lot of people and a lot of entries, but how has it changed over the years?
It just, one thing that's so real to me is that I don't think it's changed that much. It's the same. I see the same types of floats. It's just wonderful. It's
kind of the old saying, the more it changes, the more it stays the same, right?
Right. It's a step into the past for me. I like it.
And what other memories do you have of Apple Blossom? Is growing up maybe as a child or a teenager? It had to be so much fun, and the anticipation and all of that.
I'm not telling you that on TV.
You're my kind of person, that's for sure. Well, you have a great day today, and I hope you enjoy all the festivities, and thanks so much for joining us.
Thank you. Thank you very much.
All right, Eric and Jessica, back to you.
Okay, thank you very much, Grant. Not divulging the secrets of back in the day. Okay, all right. Well, you know, the Apple Blossom has changed a little from back at, we'll say, 20, 30 years ago.
A little bit.
It's a very fun, family-friendly environment here.
Yes.
For Apple Blossom. When I first moved to Wenatchee, I don't know, are you originally from here?
No, I am not. I moved here in 2003.
Okay, so give me your perspective on Apple Blossom since you've been here in 2003.
Certain things have changed. Definitely the cruising on the avenue has changed. We have wonderful events now, though, like Tour de Bloom, the bicycle races down there.
By the way, yeah, we should mention that downtown's going to be closed this afternoon. That starts about 2 o'clock, 2:30, something like that. So Tour de Bloom is a cycle race that you don't want to miss, especially downtown Wenatchee for the Criterium that goes under the lights tonight. They have beer gardens set up, and those guys and gals on the bikes just come screaming around on the streets in downtown Wenatchee. That is really something to see.
It's very impressive to see them take those corners.
Yeah, I think I was telling my wife, who just moved here last year, that I've lived here since 1990, and when I first moved here, especially with the cruising, if you try to get from one end of town to the other on the avenue specifically, you could probably guesstimate a little less than 3 hours to make that from one bridge to the other. And you tell, and like my wife, I mentioned that to her, she's like, no way. And I said, yeah, actually, yeah, that's the way it used to be. And I think that, yeah, we might not have as many visitors from outside that come here, but I think that's made it more fun for those that live here.
Right, absolutely.
Yeah. Our coverage here on the NCWLIFE channel of the Stemilt Growers Grand Parade is brought to you in part by Merry Maids. It's relax, it's done. Call to schedule a free cleaning estimate today. And Weinstein Beverage, proudly sponsoring Apple Blossom for over 30 years and serving beverages for the community for over 70 years. And Walkabout Grill, located in Wenatchee and Leavenworth. Stop in today. I'm looking down the parade now. Now, Grant was nice enough to wear a bright red shirt today. Grant, let's check in again with you down there. What's going on as you take in the crowd perspective of the parade?
Well, we are joined by a special guest. Tell us your name.
I'm Chuck Bates.
Chuck knows all about the days of cruising, Eric and Jessica, back in the 80s. Tell us about that.
Well, we used to...
There we go.
And there's the cannon.
We used to cruise the Ave and party, and we don't see that like we did back then. I mean, it was pretty wild. So I would say that in that period of time, things have gotten a little calmer.
So what was, besides cruising, what else was the highlight back in those days?
Well, we participated in the Ridge to River relay and, a lot of the other stuff. And at that time, my dad was operating the Cannon Gold Mine, which is just up the canyon behind us. So there was a lot of company involvement with that. So it was just a lot more, seemed like a lot more activity.
Well, how long have you been coming to the Apple Blossom Festival?
Well, I live in North Dakota now, but I've been coming back and forth to the Apple Blossom since 1984 for various years.
Well, thank you so much for joining us, and great to have you back in town.
Yeah, it's great to be here. Thank you.
All right, Eric, back to you.
All right, and everybody rising to their feet because the official start of the 2019 Stemilt Growers Grand Parade is underway with the American Legion family of Post 10 Wenatchee celebrating their 100th anniversary. American Legion was founded in 1919 post WW1 and is the nation's leading advocate for veterans, a strong national defense, scholarships, patriotic programs, and Americanism. Post 10 has been living that commitment for all of these years, and they help us get the parade started here on the NCWLIFE channel.
Oh, say, can you see me by the dawn's early light? What so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets red glare, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our flag was still there. Oh, say does that star-spangled banner yet wave o'er the land of the free and the home of the brave.
Fantastic rendition of the Star Spangled Banner as we welcome you to the Stemilt Growers Grand Parade. The one thing I love about that, Jess, when she was singing the national anthem, not only were the folks here along the parade route standing in attention, but I looked across Triangle Park. Everybody was standing
Paying
at
respect.
attention. Absolutely. Man, choking back emotions right now. What's happening?
Don't cry. It's one of those wonderful things about living in the Wenatchee Valley, I think, is the sense of community, and you see it very prevalent on a day like this where everybody's gathered out on the streets together, but really it's 24/7.
It is, and it truly is, and it's not something that's contrived.
No.
That's what I love, and that's why I chose to live here. I mean, I've had a lot of places where I could have gone and worked, and I did the Seattle thing and did the large city thing, and I kept coming back here, and I traveled all around the country, and when I came back to Wenatchee, I'm like, this is home.
This is
and
home.
this is a special
Yes.
place, and it's no more special than when we celebrate as a community on on something as special as Apple Blossom Festival, and we really appreciate the fact that you have joined us here for the Stemilt Growers Grand Parade as we celebrate the final weekend of the 100th Washington State Apple Blossom Festival. We're going to take another quick break as we gather our breath, dry an eye, and get ready for the Stemilt Growers Grand Parade coming up next on the NCWLIFE channel.
Moving doesn't have to be back-breaking, stressful work. And I don't want you to make a move that way ever again.
Traditionally, you would rent a truck, you would load up your stuff, you would rent a storage for it, and finally, you would unload your stuff yourself. You don't have to lift a finger. We bring the mobile storage unit to you, we drop it off, then one of our trusted packers can load it for you. We come pick it up and store it securely for you. We bring it back to you. No hassle, no stress.
You don't have to be a member to enjoy the view and dine-in style at Highlander Bar and Grill in East Wenatchee. Open 7 days a week, Highlander Grill offers breakfast, lunch, and dinner. Dine in or take it to go, our friendly staff is here to serve you. Reservations recommended for Friday night's prime rib dinner. Call for live music dates. Hi, I'm Shalane, site coordinator for Highlander Grill. Give me a call to schedule your event today.
Dear Mary Maids, just got home from a trade show and I didn't have time to pick up the house. Kids made chili. Jeff did a mud run. Oh, and Winston shredded Teddy's bed. Again, please clean it the best you can. Oh, except for the statue Max made for me. Thanks, Abby.
Hi, Abby. Clean kitchen, clean bath, clean floor, naughty cat, poor Teddy. The statue is precious. You should keep it forever. See you next time, Mary Maids.
Walkabout Grill, open 7 days a week for lunch and dinner in downtown Wenatchee and now downtown Leavenworth, where eating out is eating healthy.
I know.
Welcome back once again to live coverage of the Stemilt Growers Grand Parade here on the NCWLIFE channel along with Jesse Clay. I'm Eric Grandstrom, and Grant Olson is down along the parade route and has a family that, Grant, sounds like they've been watching this parade for a long time.
They have, Eric. You got that right. We're with a pair of sisters here from Wenatchee who have been coming to the Apple Blossom Festival a long time. What's your name?
Beverly Coleman.
Beverly.
Bennis Johnson.
And Bennis. So tell us, we were talking off air a little bit about a memory you have as a child watching the Apple Blossom Festival Parade, right, the Grand Parade.
Coming with our parents and sitting down on the avenue, watching the parade, sitting on the sidewalk. And then, of course, when we were in junior high and high school, why we had to have the right outfits to, you know, we're looking for the boys, looking at the boys. And so that's a fun part, too.
That's so great. What's your favorite memory?
Well, in high school, yes, we had lots of fun in coming to the parade, and we had to, the girls had to go to Mills Brothers and get a boys t-shirt to wear for Apple Blossom.
That's great. That's really great. But this,
she still has the t-shirt, and we stopped down at Mills and told them, and they said, well, we're really impressed that you can still wear it.
That's really great. So this really, you guys both being from here, this is really who we are, isn't it, this Apple Blossom?
Yes, it is. This is, we look forward to this, and we have beautiful weather today. Just great, and look at the mountains.
It is great. Well, thanks so much for being with us, and have a great day, okay?
Thank you.
All right, guys, back to you.
Okay, thank you much, Grant. And, oh, I love that. Of course, I have shirts from last month I can't fit into anymore. So,
right.
That's a whole different thing for me.
That is impressive.
We see the drone shots from above, and it's just remarkable to look down here on the scene at Triangle Park and to see the starting stages here for the Washington State Apple Blossom Festival and the Stemilt Growers Grand Parade. I was up here last night at about 8:30, and I was marking our territory and parking the flatbed that we're on, thanks to Marcus Griggs Orchards again, and getting everything set. And I stopped right in the middle of it. I'm like, That's the band. The band was rehearsing
wow.
and practicing last night, but that goes to a lot to talk about the Wenatchee High School Golden Apple Marching Band and how dedicated they are to making sure that their festival and they are up to speed and up to tune and everything else as far as putting on a good show.
And they have so many talented kids. They're so great.
And this is really the start of the parade season here with the Apple Blossom Festival Parade. You know, we've got Lilac Festival that's coming up here, I think, next weekend. We've got also the Manson Apple Blossom Festival is next weekend. So this really kind of kicks off the festival season. This kicks off the parade season. I know these bands love being here in the Wenatchee Valley.
Absolutely. And the Golden Marching Band travels all over the state, don't they?
They really do. Oh, there goes a cannon again. So we've got several cannon fires going on here for the Stemilt Growers Grand Parade. And a countdown going on. And I think the countdown was off from the cannon just a little bit. But that's okay. And we are just about ready for the color guard. They had the national anthem. There's the big cannon. Holy buckets. Well, if you're not awake now, I don't know what to tell you. That means you enjoyed the Classy Chassis Parade too much last night. That's what happened there. Our coverage here on the NCWLIFE channel brought to you in part by Antique Mall at Cashmere. 15,000 square feet to explore. Come find your treasure. Also by Apple Valley Honda, where all new Hondas come with a lifetime warranty. And Arctic Refrigeration and Heating, the temperature experts. As we look upon the parade route, again, the color guard coming our way, and this is from the American Legion that we talked about earlier. And then a neat program that has developed here, and I'm not sure how long Chief for a Day has been going on, but Chief for a Day is a program that kind of unofficially starts Apple Blossom Festival down at Memorial Park, where all the local agencies, sheriffs and police, and also the fire and Fish and Wildlife, they all select a child from our community that is struggling through some health issues, that type of thing. And it's such a great program. And the Thursday that we start the 11 days of the Apple Blossom Festival, they have Chief for a Day where they bring them onto the stage. They have uniforms that are made specifically for them. And Chief for a Day also celebrated here in the Grand Parade.
So wonderful to see those kids. It just, their faces light up.
And with the banner signifying that we are underway with the Washington State Apple Blossom Festival's Stemilt Growers Grand Parade. Our first entry, I'll give it to you, Jesse
We
Clay.
were just talking about them, the Wenatchee Golden Apple Band. Welcome the award-winning Wenatchee High School Golden Apple Marching Band and Color Guard. Dynamic group takes great pride in promoting positive school spirit and unity at athletic events and competitions throughout Washington year-round. Band is led today by drum major Jonah Luna. Senior drum major is Olivia Lancaster, who is serving on the Apple Blossom Court. Color guard captains are Rachel Creek, Kyla Hankins, and Elisa Slate.
Let's listen in to the Golden Apple Marching Band as they come by to get us started on the Stemilt Growers Grand Parade.
And you can recognize the graduating seniors by their yellow rose corsages.
Marching Band is the Wenatchee High School Applettes. Had a chance to do a story on these gals here last year, and I cannot believe the amount of work that they put in. I swear the dance teams put way more work in than the athletic teams to get ready for their games. It's fantastic.
They have a lot of dedication.
And now, making its 2019 debut, our own Washington State Apple Blossom Festival float. Riding on this year's float, of course, is our Queen, Savannah Slife, Princess Elizabeth Popoff, and Princess Olivia Lancaster, escorting the Apple Blossom Blossom Float are members of the Wenatchee Appalarians. And of course, our festival would be nowhere if it weren't for the Appalarians and all that they do. And look at the beautiful gowns these ladies are wearing, and they are all smiles as they welcome you to this year's 100th Washington State Apple Blossom Festival. Full of energy, and I can't think of a better trio to represent the Wenatchee Valley and the Washington State Apple Blossom Festival than our Queen and two Princesses. Next up, we've got our top 10 candidate, Cassidy Cunningham.
First off, please welcome our first top 10 candidate, Cassidy Cunningham. Cassidy is the daughter of Joanne and Jeff Cunningham. She's a senior at Eastmont High School, and she was awarded the Community Involvement Award, sponsored by State Farm Insurance. Cassidy is riding in a 2006 Ford Mustang driven by Tom Lewis.
Following Cassidy, we have top 10 candidate Lorena Zepeda, the daughter of Martha Fuertes and David Zepeda. Lauren's a senior at Eastmont High School. Captured the Most Photogenic Award, sponsored by Parsons Photography. She's in a 74 Corvette driven by Denny Cockrum.
And our final award winner is top 10 candidate Citalia Gonzalez Arreo. Citalia is the daughter of Candelario and Albertina Gonzalez and is a senior at Eastmont High School. She was the recipient of the Most Original Speech Award, sponsored by Kotkum Yendenek Law Firm. Citalia is riding in a 1977 Chevrolet Corvette driven by Eric Rush.
I kind of threw you under the bus there, Jess. I could have taken that one for you. Of course, our other top 10 candidates, Ellie Toth and Lucy Gomez, Elena Metzger and Bailey White, and of course the chaperones, the stand-in mothers for our festival Queen and two Princesses, Wendy Folk and Allison Womack. Next, of course, we've got two cities that shoulder this valley and are on opposite sides of the river, but today they come together as one as we celebrate Apple Blossom Festival. It's the Eastmont High School Band under the direction of Maggie Whiteman. Additionally, Eastmont Cheer, coached by Jennifer Gann. In honor of this year's theme, they are performing Party Rock Anthem by LMFAO and Fireball by Pitbull. Let's listen in.
Across the river is Eastmont High School Marching Band. In honor of this year's theme, they are performing Party Rock Anthem by LMFAO and Fireball by Pitbull. Let's go to the Eastmont High School Marching Band.
Let's go out to Grant, who is nearby as we turn the band down and turn Grant up. He's riding on the truck there with our Director General, Dina Bollinger. Grant?
That's right, Dina, here we are. Can you believe it? We made it 100 years.
I know. It is such a beautiful day for a parade. You could not ask for better weather, and this is going to be the most amazing day ever.
And I've always wanted to ask you, for people that don't know, what does a Director General do?
Well, you know, we're just the head volunteer of the festival, so we are in charge of everybody that does their job, and everybody year after year turns out to do their job. It's the easiest run festival ever.
Well, you have a great time, and it's great talking to you.
Oh, I'm so excited. I hope everybody enjoys the day.
Have a great day. All right.
There you go, Dina Bollinger, and of course she is followed on the parade route. We already missed him on the camera, but we could talk about the folks that will see who's after Dina there.
The Appalarian Chancellor, Robin Huffaker,
yep,
and her husband Keith. The Appalarians are the official hosting organization of the Apple Blossom Festival and also sponsor the Queen's $10,000 scholarship. 2019 marks 60 years of the Wenatchee Appalarians. Robin and Keith are riding in a 2011 Chrysler 200 driven by Neil.
And of course, Stemilt Growers. Stemilt Growers and their founding family, the Mathesons. West and his family are driving a 1967 VW Ladybug, while Father Kyle and Brother Tate family follow in a Polaris Rangers. The Mathesons have owned and operated Stemilt since 1964 and have grown apples, pears, and cherries in the Wenatchee Valley since the early 1900s. Let's hear it for the Mathesons and Stemilt Growers, of course, our sponsor and supporter of the Stemilt Growers Grand Parade.
The crowd from New Zealand.
That is fantastic. That'll be when we get them on the screen there. There's Stemilt coming by, and a very old vehicle. And, oh, man, I'll tell you what. Grant Olson is out there, and I think he is with our Grand Marshals. Grant, take it away.
I am Eric, Mark Farnham, and David right here. And Mark lost his voice, so I'm going to talk to David. David, tell us how special it is to be here in Wenatchee for the 100th Apple Blossom Festival.
Just incredible. It's, you know, to mark our great-grandmother's first thing, she could not believe this now, I would think, but she's up there, I'm sure, sitting down here, loving it.
The weather's great. The crowds are amazing. Your great-grandma, what would she think about all this 100 years later?
Oh, incredible. I mean, we're finding it incredible. The people are really great. The climate's great. Can't complain about anything since we've been here.
You guys enjoy yourselves and have the time of your life. Great to have you here.
Thank you, and it's been a pleasure being here.
Here from New Zealand, that is the great-grandchildren of the founder of the whole Apple Blossom idea here for the Grand Parade. As we step ahead, let's step to the Sultan High Marching Band.
Sultan High School Marching Band is proud to be representing Skykomish Valley. The band is under the direction of drum majors Jamie Atkinson and Chris Ganich.
Jess, is you talk to these bands, you talk to these especially visiting bands that come in from outside the area, and they are so excited to be part of the Apple Blossom Festival. American Legion Big Group is coming next, and we've got some of our former royalty from 1949. We have Queen Portia Thornton in the first vehicle here. 1951 Princess Barbara Bell. How about that?
That's incredible.
As they celebrate past and present here for the Washington State Apple Blossom Festival.
Unit 10. Thank you, American Legion.
More of our American Legion family coming by here with their surplus vehicle. And of course, American Legion celebrating an anniversary as well. And of course, we honor those who serve.
The Appalachian Riders Queen, Katie Dittel.
Next up, the 2019 Appalachian Riders Queen, Miss Katie Dittel. Katie's 17 years old, a senior at Wenatchee High School, full-time running start student at Wenatchee Valley College. Appalachian Riders established in 1947, hosts a variety of events all year long. In fact, a big roping event happening in Appalachia this weekend. If you get a chance to head up to Appalachia, this is like a world-class roping event happening today and tomorrow at Appalachia. Tons of people in the house for that.
And there's our Wenatchee Mayor, Frank Coons, and his wife. Frank Coons has been the mayor for the city of Wenatchee since January 1st, 2012. He's a certified public accountant and has been licensed to practice in the state of Washington since 1986. And he's currently in solo practice in Wenatchee, focusing on tax planning and preparation, which includes both individual and business taxpayers.
Of course, East Wenatchee Mayor Steve Lacey and his wife Deborah following them. And then this connection, we saw the Miss Vidal flying above us here prior to the parade starting. Our sister city relationship that all started with the Miss Vidal taking off from Osawa, Japan, and landing here, accidentally really, in East Wenatchee on Fancher Heights. Mayor Tanichi and his wife Kagura dance team, driven by Len Pugsley, the Misawa adult delegation and student delegation driven by Len Pugsley. We welcome the Misawa Sister City Association delegates here for the Washington State Apple Blossom Festival, and what a huge contingent that has made the trip from Misawa, Japan to be here to be part of our festivities here this weekend. It's fun to see them. They were just in high spirits last night for the Les Schwab Classy Chassis Parade,
yes.
And not to be deterred, they are certainly excited to be here today for the Stemilt Growers Grand Parade.
I I grew up in Japan. Did you know that?
I didn't know that.
I did. My dad was in the Navy. We lived in Yokosuka.
Oh, so how much Japanese did you learn or remember?
Quite a bit back then. You lose it when you don't use it, but
Yeah.
I visited Misawa when I was in high school.
No kidding.
Yes.
How about that? Well, we've got the Sunnyside High School Marching Band coming our way, Jess.
Sunnyside High School Marching Band is under the direction of Mona Dahl. The band is led by senior drum major Alex Calvalo and junior drum major David Kerbentis. Thank you to everyone who makes this event possible, and Sunnyside High School Marching Band is excited to be part of the Apple Blossom 100th celebration.
Let's listen in to the Sunnyside High School Marching Band as they come past us here at the top of the parade routes here for the Stemilt Growers Grand Parade. The mighty Sunnyside Grizzly Marching Band. It's the only time outside of athletics when you have a band involved where it's okay to cheer the other team. And we have our Grand Sweepstakes Award winner coming up next, and this is exciting because they don't know. They have judges that are going around Triangle Park before the parade, and they go and they judge all of the entries prior to the parade. Now, there's some band awards that are handed out later and things like that, but the float awards are happening right now. So the Grand Sweepstakes Award is coming our way next, and this is the Sunnyside Scholarship Program float called Fantasy Forest, showcasing the beauty of the Pacific Northwest and the beautiful snow-capped mountains and waterfalls surrounding by green meadows, wildflowers, trees, and forest animals, admiring the view. Riding the pure fantasy is Miss Sunnyside Queen Olga Dada Cortez, First Princess Grace Van Bell, and Second Princess Daisy Hernandez. They invite you to attend the Sunnyside Sunshine Days on September 14th. Welcome, Sunnyside. What a gorgeous float. Boy, they put a lot of work into that.
Yeah.
American bald eagle on the back, the snow-capped mountains, and oh, look, there's a baby eaglet on the mountainside. We got a grooming service coming our way?
Next our way is Polly's Mobile Grooming. It's a full-service grooming salon on wheels. They come to you. You can like them on Facebook at facebook.com/Polly's Grooming.
Following Polly's Grooming, we've got some men marching in order here. The United States Army, then the United States Navy, then the United States Marine, and last will be the United States Air Force. The United States of America military representatives here today. These young men have committed their lives to serve others and to give of themselves. And boy, we honor their commitment.
I'm ready, Eric, anytime.
Okay, Grant, let's go down to Grant Olson, who's walking along the parade route with a very nice ride. Grant?
I guess a very nice ride and a very nice group of royalty candidates from 1956. What's your name?
Carol George.
Carol?
Jolliet. Trina Adams.
So, 1956, here we are, 2019, the 100th anniversary. You guys live here still?
Yes, we all three live here. And we married our escorts. And we were all married 60 more years together.
Are you 60 years?
See this guy? He was my escort in the parade. That was her escort in the parade. And we had Butch for a long time.
Kudos to all of you. That's quite an accomplishment, that's for sure. What's your favorite part about the Apple Blossom Parade?
The sunshine.
The sunshine.
Saying we're the apple capital of the world.
Thank you guys so much and have a great day. Eric, back to you.
Oh, that's fantastic. Are you kidding me?
A neat story.
Wow. Well, we'll have to check in 60 years from now and see if the current court had married their escorts. How about that? Next up, the Antioch Tiger Band under the direction of Mary Perry Harden. Accompanying the Tiger Band is the Tiger Flag Auxiliary under the direction of Stacy Mitchell. The Tiger Band and Tiger Flag Auxiliary very excited to be joining us as they plan to keep the party rocking because, you know, that's our theme this year. The party never ends. Let's listen in to the Antioch Tiger Band. I love to have these small B schools here, especially the ones that are right here in the Wenatchee Valley. As above us, the Miss V-Doll also flying overhead. ahead. Oh, and they're shuffling.
They are.
Love when the bands have fun. And they put so much work into being here for the Apple Blossom Festival. Oh, it's fantastic. Welcome, Annie Anton. Thanks for being part of our Apple Blossom Festival and the Stemilt Growers Grand Parade. As we look from down from above on Dan Kuntz's camera angle here as the auxiliary flag team goes by. And of course, we have this beautiful cherry red vehicle that is, I think we're a little bit out of sorts. We've got some more queens coming by. We've got past royalty here. Queen Anne Albertson, Princess Chris Whiteman from 1958. Now, Grant, he's got some other royalty. Grant, go to you.
I sure do. The Apple Citizen of the Year, Dalton Thomas. Dalton, quite an honor. I bet you're thrilled.
Yes, I am, really. I don't know if I deserve it. They just gave it to me on the way out, I think. But I am very appreciative, and I love this business. It's a terrific business.
A favorite memory of the Apple Blossom Festival, Dalton?
That was in 1950. I got to walk this route. And that was not fun at 8 years old.
Well, fantastic. Congratulations and enjoy your day.
Thank you very much.
All right, guys, back to you.
Oh, and what an impact Dalton Thomas has made. A graduate of Wenatchee High School in 1960. Went on to graduate from the University of Washington. He's in a 1968 Pontiac Firebird driven by Todd Fryover. Oneonta and the Dalton Thomas family. Huge impact here in the Wenatchee Valley. And it seems odd on a sunny day to talk about snow, Jess.
Right.
But that's what we're going to talk about.
We've got Mission Ridge Ski and Board Resort. Snowmaking brings an early, dependable opening day and a longer ski season, which many love here in our valley. Snowmaking brings the ability to recover great skiing from the clutches of unfavorable weather events. Snowmaking brings energy early in the season that fuels the stoke for so many skiers and snowboarders who can't wait for Mother Nature and want to get on the hill with friends and family as quick as they can.
And of course, now that machine is blowing bubbles today. Normally that has snow coming out of it. And here you see one of their groomers. And we're wondering if this was going to go down the entire parade route. Yep, it is. And if you like corduroy, as they say in the ski lingo, then you love this machine right here because that helps groom the slopes and create that beautiful corduroy up at Mission Ridge, which you can shush on all winter long, and especially thanks to their snowmaking that they can do.
It's impressive to watch them groom the sides of the hill.
It really is. It really is. We have former royalty also lined up here as we talked about the amazing amount of convertibles that they had to assemble to be able to put all of this past royalty on. And you see that beautiful Mustang right here. We've got 3 of the royalty in it from 1961. We have Queen. It is Kathy Whiteman, Princess Carmen. I'm looking at the sign here. Carmen Snitley and Princess Susan Looney, and of course Dennis Johnson, former mayor, is driving that gorgeous Mustang.
1966 Mustang.
Here we have more of our royalty in a Mustang. That's 1963. We have Queen. It is Mary Radwan and Princesses Janet Evans and Paula McGuire. Then we have 1964 Queen. You can help me out if you've got the verbiage right there.
Lynn Nicholson and Princess Sheila Hildebrand.
There we go.
It's a 1987 Mercedes-Benz.
And here comes a beautiful vet, and that is Princess Kathleen Stockstill, and she is from 1965.
Beautiful car.
Absolutely. Another Mustang coming our way, and I can't quite see the sign on the side of it, so we'll have to wait. Boy, they're going fast, aren't they? 1966 and 1967. Queen Patty Parkhill and Princess Joni Stewart. And look at this car coming. Oh, my. Well, the license plate says Frosty.
1968 and 1969.
Gosh, thank you guys for being so warm to our guest.
And this past royalty looking awfully good. All these years later. Hello,
Queen
ladies.
Gail
And thanks.
Rose.
Thanks
Princess
for being
Rosemary
here.
Kells.
Princess Susan Mullen for 1969. All representing past royalty here for our 100th celebration of the Washington State Apple Blossom Festival. And of course, I don't know, I have a tough time choosing between bands or horses. Who do we have coming up here, Jess?
We have the Miss Moses Lake Roundup 2019, Shelby Eckenberg. Shelby welcomes everyone to attend the Moses Lake Roundup Rodeo and Demo Derby August 14th through the 17th.
Look at the beautiful flowers adorned on this horse. And that's something about the horses. You just never know what side of the bed they're going to wake up on. But Shelby doing a great job of handling her horse here. And of course, the important job is the scoopers that come after the horse. That is for sure. Moses Lake Rodeo Roundup. Of course, latter part of August. So they're certainly welcoming you to their 2019 version, MosesLakeRoundup.com, if you want to find out more information. And of course, next up we have our Lehman Johnson Award winners. We have Pat and Jim McDonald, thanking them for their volunteer work and commitment to the festival. Pat and Jim running down the parade route in the 1968 Corvette Camaro SS convertible driven by Ken Getty. And the Armstrongs have been a huge impact on our festival. And the last several years, they've taken over kind of the ownership of our new parade float for the Queens each year. And so we welcome the Lehman Johnson Award winners, Pat and Jim McDonald.
We have the Wenatchee Valley Farmers Market, 40 years and still growing is the theme of the Wenatchee Valley Farmers Market. Market celebrating its 40th season of supplying the Wenatchee Valley with fresh fruits and veggies. Opening day's coming up Saturday morning, right outside of Pybus.
How would you like to wear an apple like that through an entire parade route that reaches about, I think we're, what, 6-7 miles of walking in a...
Probably a little warm.
In an apple. Yeah, that's a day where you get a cool refreshment when it's all said and done.
Oh, absolutely.
And of course, the fresh fruit and vegetables available. I don't know what we have in the garden right now. I think asparagus is probably the freshest thing you're going to find.
Yes.
But Farmers Market always does a great job of providing local flavor, literally and figuratively. We've got another band coming our way. I love the bands. I love to listen to the bands. This is the South Kitsap High School Marching Band from Port Orchard, Washington. Band's led by senior drum majors Emily Cohen and Jordan Javier, and junior drum majors Olivia Mashewitz and Sarah Reedy. The band currently employs 211 students, proud to represent their school for the 2019 Apple Blossom Grand Parade. Let's listen in to the South Kitsap High School Marching Band. Beautiful burgundy uniform tops and the black slacks.
Looking sharp.
Very sharp indeed. Coverage of the NCWLIFE channel here with the Stemilt Growers Grand Parade brought to you by Boswell's Home Furnishings. Come explore their expansive 2-story showroom on Easy Street. Also by Club Crow Bar and Grill, Cashmere's home of the blues, brews, and barbecue. And Caldwell Banker Levine, the most trusted names in real estate.
We have Capitol Lake Fair right now. It's celebrating 62 years of giving back to the community with this season's theme, Cut Loose at Lake Fair. Float brings us back to the 80s with a nostalgic music theme conceived by 2019 President Jeff Hunt. Riding on the float is Queen Emma with Princesses Bridget and Ruby. Walking with the float are fellow Capitolarians, 2nd VP Brian McNamara and Christina McNamara, and past President Karen Griggs. Lake Fair float travels from our capital city of Olympia, Washington. This year's summer festival starts on Wednesday, July 17th.
And they're cutting loose. What a cool float. I love that. We have more past royalty, I think, coming our way. And boy, these ladies are not having any fun whatsoever. From 1979, we have Queen Kim Horan, Princesses Gail Bergener, and Jane Drake.
Look at their boas.
Oh, I love it.
Having a good time today.
A lot of color right there. Also another Mustang convertible following them, and more of our past royalty from 1971. We have Princess Ruth Gilbert and Princess Jill Penhaligon from 1973. Welcome, ladies.
Including basketball halftime shows in Seattle Pacific and Seattle.
And I don't know how they do it.
Such talent.
I have a hard enough time on 2 wheels. I can't imagine a single wheel. This is the Snoqualmie Valley Unicycle Club, nonprofit organization established to promote the sport of unicycling within the Puget Sound region. Club's performance squad performs at venues throughout the state, including basketball halftime shows, Seattle Pacific University, Seattle University. Additionally, a contingent of club riders competes annually at the North American Unicycling Championships, the NAUC, if you will.
Award in the specialty unit.
Now, there's one. How do you pop a wheelie on a unicycle?
Oh, not happening. So winning first place specialty unit, we have the American Behavioral Health Parkside. They are a volunteer inpatient crisis stabilization unit serving people in Okanagan, Grant, Chelan, and Douglas counties. They are in a mental or emotional crisis. Examples include people who had maybe traumatic experiences, major loss of job, relationship, and mental health issues such as depression, suicide, or homicidal. Very important work they do, the American Behavioral Health Parkside.
And of course, next up, we have some champions amidst us. Eastmont High School girls bowling team. It's only 6 years old, but what a successful. They've won the league in 2014, 16, 17, and 18. Won districts in 14, 17, and 18. Placed third in state in 2015. Won the state title 3 years in a row. 2017, 18, and 19. How about it? A three-peat state champs. The Eastmont High School ladies bowling team. We're happy to bring bowling here on the NCWLIFE channel. I think Grant is down the parade route a little more. Oh, no, not anybody yet. It's okay. So Grant's standing by for some more parade. And man, Grant, wait a minute, is there a speed limit on the parade route? There should be.
Well, you know, I don't know that for sure. We're getting a little bit behind here.
Okay.
Representative Mike Steele. We're going to catch some here in a bit.
Okay, all right, sounds good. And you're just about to the reach of your microphone, so you might want to come this way.
I got
just a little bit, but we've got people that are coming down the parade route 20 miles an hour, I
Looks
swear.
like the Wenatchee High School boys swimming 2019 state champion Connor Elwin.
And it is Representative Mike Steele next up. And, well, you know, you drive a car like that, you got to go fast.
Right.
It's a Corvette, for goodness sakes. Our coverage of the parade here today on the NCWLIFE channel brought to you by Collins Fashions, where fun meets fashion in downtown Wenatchee. Also, East Wenatchee Mobile Storage. Package, store it, move it. They can deliver a mobile storage unit right to your front door. And we've got another band that's staging here. And Grant Olson is checking out the parade route, talking with those that are trying to keep the parade in motion here. Elisa Allen is whom he was speaking with just moments ago, as we have Jessica down there on the parade route as our camera person, and Grant's going to collect himself, collect maybe some more people to talk to as we wait for the Afreda band to come our way, as we have well, it looks like maybe we've had some people either drop out or change their placement in the parade.
Up next, Afreda High
So
School
the
Marching Band.
Afreda High School Marching Band performing Africa by Toto.
Oh, nicey.
They are performing.
But we don't want any rain today.
No.
We will not bless those rains down in Africa or in Wenatchee.
The Afreda High School Marching Band coming our direction. Home of the Tigers. I'll be driving through Afreda tomorrow on my way to go fishing.
Oh, how exciting.
I mean, the weather's good. I mean, I gotta do it.
Will this be your first time out this season?
No. No. It'll be my first time going to Billy Clap Lake in a long time, which is just a little bit east of Afreda. Let's listen in to the Tiger Marching Band. that song. It's kind of unfortunate right now because there's too much rain happening in Africa right now with lots of flooding going on. So we send a prayer their way. Here comes the Sponsors Choice Award, and then folks from Stemilt Growers go around. They look at all of the entries in the parade and they go, yep, this one is by far our favorite.
And it is a dynamic group with contagious community spirit. The Hayak Festival Association, a volunteer-run charity built on a foundation of shared dedication and glowing excitement. They've been organizing popular events in New Westminster, British Columbia, Canada for over 48 years. This year's theme, Shining Bright in the Royal City, reflects the rich diversity of their community and its residents while paying tribute to its radiant heritage and recreating the city's past.
I know what happened with my script. I got a little too far down the road.
Well, we have the Cle Elum Roundup Queen Jamie Myers and Junior Queen Ava LaValle. They would love to invite everyone out to the Washington State Horse Park on July 26th and 27th for their roundup. Cle Elum Roundup Association. Hope to see you there.
Well, we had Representative Mike Steele earlier, I believe. This is Keith Gaynor, if I'm not mistaken. It is. Good to have Keith joining us here in the 2019 Stemilt Growers Grand Parade. And then I think we're mixing in a little, oh, no, I thought it was former royalty. No, it is just a large family contingent from State Senator Brad Hawkins and family, North Central Washington's 12th Legislative District in Olympia, is whom he represents. Prior to his election to the State Senate, he served 2 terms of the Washington State House of Representatives for 10 years on local school boards. He's joined today by his wife Shauna and his 2 boys Luke and Tyler. Welcome. And Grant Olson is going to have a moment here with Kim Schreier, who's joining us in our parade this year. Grant?
That's right, Eric. 8th District Representative Kim Schreier here for Apple Blossom, here for the 100th anniversary. It's got to be a thrill for you.
I am so excited to be here. Thank you for including me, and being here on the 100th year is quite an honor.
Have you been to one before?
I have never, and I'm so happy to be here. Thank you for inviting me.
Thank you for coming, and have a great day.
Thank you.
All right, Eric.
Grant's getting in trouble by the parade staff there for holding up the parade, for goodness sakes.
Congresswoman Kim Schreier representing Washington's 8th Congressional District.
Thank you for being here to the representative. And we have our 3rd place specialty unit coming our way. And this is Bluebird Incorporated. Established in 1913, originally known as Peshastin Fruit Growers, Bluebird celebrating over 106 years of cooperative success, serving over 230 members. They're representing a history of mergers with Washington Fruit, Leavenworth Fruit, Skookum, and Regal Fruit Growers. Their party never ends. On behalf of everyone at Bluebird, happy 100th anniversary.
Now this next one is kind of interesting.
That is fantastic. Love to see the representation from the industry that we're celebrating for Apple Blossom Festival, for goodness sakes.
Absolutely.
How about the blossoms out right now?
Gorgeous.
I live up towards the airport, and it's just has exploded with blossoms all over, and actual apple blossoms. I'm used to seeing maybe some of the stone fruit or cherry blossoms this time of year, but we've had quite a few apple blossoms that have come out just in time for the Apple Blossom Festival. So how appropriate is that? It's like they got the note.
Perfect.
Hey, you know, it's the 100th, so all right, guys, we got to blossom.
Mother Nature's
taking
taking
bloom
charge.
right now. It's happening. We have a marching band coming next, it looks like.
The North Central Washington Heritage Marching Band, comprised of adults from all over North Central Washington who want a chance to relive a little bit of their marching band experience. Many members traveled home just to march in this 100th anniversary of Apple Blossom. How cool is that? Band is under the direction of Dave Baldock and alumni drum majors Josh Cozart and Aaron Young.
I love this. When I was reading about this, I was like, how cool is this? And they put this band together just for the 100th celebration of the Washington State Apple Blossom Festival. We got to listen to these veterans play as they perform in the Stemilt Growers Grand Parade. they've practiced marching. It's one thing to play together. It's another thing to march together, for goodness sakes. And maybe, you know what? I thought it was the Golden Apple Marching Band last night that I heard when I was here setting up. Maybe it was the Heritage Band that was here. We have more past royalty coming by us now. 1972 Queen Pam Murray and Princess Patty Bergener. Welcome, ladies. Oh, Grant, let's go out to you.
All right, we have the 1974 Royal Court. And guys, what's it like to be here today in this Grand Parade?
Amazing, surreal, just awesome. I'm tearing up, crying.
Are you going to cry?
I have had some tears. Yeah.
You're usually up here with Eric.
It feels really weird to be. Hi, Eric. I miss you. Hi, Jessica. Hi, Dan. It's been fun. Thank you.
1976 Queen Jan.
Well, I think for the parade, it's coming down Aranda Street to the courthouse. It's amazing. Yeah, all of it.
Oh, how much fun. Also behind them, the 75 Queen Teresa Adams, 78 Queen Sandy Sharp. As more of our past royalty is here today in the house.
1977.
Grant is getting the exercise routine I got last night running back and forth. 1976 Queen Jan Randall and Princess Mary Repus. Welcome. And another Corvette coming our way.
79 Princesses Margaret Langkit and Sally Godfrey.
1977 Queen Deborah Crump and her princesses.
Julie Gallatley and Stacy Boswell.
Winning the Equestrian Judges' Choice Award.
Also another set of royalty here from the past. 1979 Princess Margaret Langkit and Sally Godfrey. And I apologize.
Let's give a big hand to the dancing.
Oh yes, 2008 Director General. Oh my goodness.
Everybody wants their recognition.
Well, of course.
Yes.
Of course. You know, he's the president of Kashmir Valley Bank. He should get his representation here. The Equestrian Judges' Choice Award is coming our way next. And oh, you gotta love the dancing horses. The Hispanos Unidos, brought in part by Atlantic Roofing and Siding, presenting charros and dancing horses with traditional live music experience. Charros, by the way, I looked that up. That's a cowboy who is dressed, who is festooned in wonderful garb.
A little dapper.
Yes, yes.
Okay.
And I love listening to the hooves as they come by. So we'll turn the microphones up when they get closer. But we've got a band, of course, playing live, first of all, in this trailer that's being towed here. So let's listen in to the music, and then we will hear the hooves of the horses as they come by. Gorgeous horses. And also beautiful dresses for the ladies. Of course, the headwear to protect you from the scorching sun.
Prancing along.
Love the long manes and the brushed tails of this equestrian entry into the 2019 Stemilt Growers Grand Parade.
Bienvenidos, amigos.
Now, if you ever see me on the beaches of Mexico, that's how I walk on the beach. Because it's hot.
You prance along the beach.
It's hot. The sand is hot. Of course, I'm not bright enough to wear, you know, footwear on the beach. Hola. Now imagine doing that for the entire parade.
Yes.
You talk about a workout. It's an equestrian workout for those horses.
They deserve a treat at the end of this.
Apple. Give them an apple.
And lots of water. It's hot out today.
It is warm today. Temperatures in the 70s here this weekend. I think Darcy Christofferson put a special request in for our weather here this weekend. This is a huge contingent. I didn't count how many horses. Goodness sakes. There's got to be almost 100 horses in this entry. Hispanos Unidos joining us here for the Stemilt Growers Grand Parade. Okay, Grant has somebody, so let's go down and talk to Grant Olson.
We have a very young equestrian rider here, Eric. Can you tell me what your name is?
Alex.
How long have you been riding horse? Been riding for a long time. What's your horse's name?
Sergio. ¿Cómo se dice? Sergio.
Well, you look fantastic. Your costume is great. Have a good day, okay? All right. Back to you, Eric.
I figured that he would answer you by saying, about 5 minutes.
I just got on it.
I just got on. Oh, what a cutie. He can't be, what, 8 years old, maybe? If that. Oh, man, that's awesome. And, of course, the boys doing their job, scooping up afterwards. Okay, the art print artist Marty Little is in this convertible here. The art print, she's with her husband, by the way, Alex, retired to move to Wenatchee, where she's continued following her muse. And we appreciate her talents putting together the art print for this year, followed by another band.
The West Valley High School Marching Band in Color Guard. We'd like to congratulate the Apple Blossom Festival Association and the entire Wenatchee community on reaching this epic milestone, 100 years. The Eagle Marching Band is being led by Drum Major Jake. We have Natalie. Staff members include Sean, Ashley, and Whitney. Band director is Jim Locks. So West Valley High School Marching Band out of Spokane.
Yes. The Eagles. I got a chance to be in one of the youth parades here several years ago. And I love watching, because I was right behind one of the bands, and I loved watching the little kids along the parade route because they'd start drumming. They would air drum their way as the drummers came on by. It was fantastic. And of course, we mentioned it earlier. Next up in our parade is the Spokane Lilac Festival float, celebrating We Are Spokane. The float features multicolored stars and recreation and historic landmarks of Spokane, including the clock tower and carousel horses. They're proud of the unique features that make Spokane a popular tourist destination. Join them for the 81st Spokane Lilac Festival Armed Forces Torchlight Parade, Saturday, May 18th, so a couple of Saturdays away, at 7:45. Riding on the float today are Queen Madison, Princesses Brooke, Grace, Lillian, and Michaela. It is the Spokane Lilac Festival float.
Thank you.
Royalty Choice Award winners.
Okay, and Grant asked somebody. Oh, no, not yet. Okay. Oh, sorry about that, Grant. I missed you there. He had somebody, but I was too busy yapping, so I missed it. Oh, look at that
That
float.
is a beautiful float.
My gosh.
All that lilac. Gorgeous.
I wish I could just pull a little bit of that lilac off of there so I could smell it.
That smell is so fantastic.
It's just gorgeous. What a great float. That's fantastic. No wonder they're award winners.
The ladies look lovely. Beautiful dresses.
Okay, Grant says he's got somebody else. Okay, let's go down to Grant.
That's right. We're with the 1981 royalty. It's the year I graduated from high school as well, so that's why I picked out this. Guys, tell us your name.
I'm Robin Mullen, Trina Damashita, Sandytown.
1981 was a great year, wasn't it? So what's your fondest memory of being part of the royalty back in 1981?
All the valley, but the parade, it was just fun and getting to travel. to all the places and just getting to meet friends. And, yeah. You know, I haven't been so good, but I'm going to start.
Well, you guys have a great day.
Thank you so much.
Celebrate 1981.
I think that's Grant's also, ladies and gentlemen.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Eric.
Thanks, Grant. You almost got your foot run over there, buddy. Careful.
I actually did.
Be careful.
Goodness.
Grant's wearing some sandals and just about had a little run-in with a class of 81 there in that Mustang.
Limping later on today.
Mustang convertible. Poor Grant. I think he almost lost a pinky toe there. The challenges of covering live parades here on the NCWLIFE channel. By the way, our coverage brought to you in part by Highlander Grill. It's open to the public. Enjoy amazing food, drinks, and their spectacular view. Also by Merry Maids. Relax, it's done. Call to schedule a free cleaning estimate today. And by Weinstein Beverage, proudly sponsoring Apple Blossom for 30 years, serving beverages in our community for over 70 years. And the Walkabout Grill located in Wenatchee and Leavenworth. Stop in today and take out. Walk on the wild side, if you will. More of our past royalty here today. Grant, of course, talked to the class of 81. I think next up is a class of 82. And look out, we got the Shriners that are running around those little cars behind him. So they always seem to be causing some sort of trouble here. We've got Queen Lisa Spargo and Princess Darcy Riddle from 1982 in that white Mustang convertible. And then a beautiful
Is that a Camaro?
Camaro, yep, Super Sport. That blue and white Camaro is also containing more of our past royalty.
1982 Princesses Ruth Chapton, Carrie Key, and Shirley Fabian.
Welcome, ladies.
Gorgeous car.
And of course, we've got the Shriners. Watch out for the Shriners. The Masada Shriners having fun with the red Mustangs, both big and small, supporting the Shriners Hospitals for Children, which provides care to children regardless of the patient's or family's ability to pay. Illustrious Sir Daryl Bullard, 2019 Potentate. I wondered about the Shriners. I did a little research on them. The Shriners and the Masons. So are they one and the same? Well, sort of. You have to go through 3 levels of education with a Mason to become a Shriner.
Okay.
So it's the next step up, if that helps you at all.
Feel educated.
Well,
today.
you know, I try. I did a little bit of research here before we got ready for the parade today. Another band coming our way, Jesse.
We have the Mason High School Trojan Marching Band. They are proud to be a part of the 100th Apple Blossom celebration. This year, the band is playing songs from the classic rock band Queen. The band is led by drum majors Alondra Chavez and Blake Cochran and director Matt Brown.
Manson High School Trojans. Let's take a listen. Will be getting ready to celebrate their own Apple Blossom Festival coming up. That's usually a week after the Washington State Apple Blossom Festival. And I believe the band is kind of getting out in front of the float a little bit because the float is an award winner. The Golden Apple Award is going to our next float entry, and that is the Manson Apple Blossom Festival float. And Queen Megan Clausen, Princess Marisol Mendoza, and Princess Perla Valasenor. Manson's theme this year is Enchanted Manson, and their festival is held second weekend in May. So just next weekend, celebrating the Apple Blossom Festival in Manson. And actually, Manson's festival, I think, is a year older than our festival here for the Washington State Apple Blossom Festival. And look at the work on that float and a unicorn up front. Oh, my daughter would love the unicorn up front.
So would mine.
My daughter's 20 now, and she still would love that unicorn up front.
Nothing wrong with that.
Her unicorn, when she had growing up, her stuffed animal, I said, okay, honey, are you going to name it? She says, you already did, Dad. What's its name? Ignacio. I don't know why. Well, there you go.
Here we have Glenn and Miriam Kelly. They're the king and queen of the Wenatchee Valley Senior Activity Center.
Welcome.
They were adorable at the luncheon.
Oh, they were. The All-Service Club luncheon on Wednesday this week, which was a fabulous luncheon presented by Numerica. And, of course, we should mention that Jessie Clay, our broadcast partner here on the broadcast today, works at Numerica. So stop on by sometime and see her. Now, this next one, I mean, this gets me every time, and I'm going to stand up because we should. This is the Washington State Fallen Heroes Project, a tribute to the men and women from Washington State that made the ultimate sacrifice during military operations in Iraq and Afghanistan since 2002. The project was started by Kim Cole of Spokane Valley after her son Marine Corporal Daryl Morris was killed by an IED in Baghdad, Iraq in January 2007. It is her wish that all of our fallen heroes from Washington State be remembered for their duty to country and sacrifice to our freedom. Entry consists of Washington Fallen Heroes Memorial followed by Gold Star families, parents of a fallen hero carrying their child's banner in a moving tribute to their son or daughter. Over 250 individuals carrying the images of those who have paid the ultimate sacrifice. We stand in salute. And that really, literally puts a face to those that have given everything so that we might have the freedom to stand here today under this glorious sunshine and enjoy the freedoms that we do. Everyone here along the parade route standing and clapping.
Many of the volunteers that carry the signs are family members or friends. It's just a small way to pay their respect and honor them.
And I've talked to volunteers who have carried these banners down the parade routes, and it is an everlasting touching moment for them to see the responses from those along the parade routes, to see these faces and to recognize these men and women, many so young, who are no longer with us so that we might be free.
And I've heard a rumor that the executive
Washington State Fallen Heroes Project, assisted by the Wenatchee Valley VFW Post 3617. Joining us here for the Stemilt Growers Grand Parade. And we thank everyone, both current and past, for your service to our country.
Looks like we've got the 2019 Ellensburg Rodeo Royal Court coming up. Have you ever been to the Ellensburg Rodeo?
Yes, I have. That is a good rodeo.
It is. They put on a lot of fun festivities down there. Queen Julia, Princess Gracie, and Princess Emily. Ellensburg Rodeo is every Labor Day weekend, kicking off this year with a Russell Dickerson concert Thursday night, August 29th. You can contact the Ellensburg Rodeo office for tickets.
EllensburgRodeo.com if you want more information, and that has won the best equestrian group for the Ellensburg Rodeo Royal Court. And of course, talking about the Ellensburg Rodeo Posse, led by Captain Richard Mulder and Drill Master Oscar Berger. Since 1941, that's 78 years, the Posse's been representing the Ellensburg Rodeo, Kittitas County Fair, and the Western Way of Life. In addition, the Posse supports the youth of Kittitas County with 2 horseshoes, a junior rodeo, and multiple scholarships. Ellensburg Rodeo is a PRCA top 10 rodeo on every Labor Day weekend, and they hope to see you there.
Thanks to you, the Posse cleanup crew.
And you can't miss them with those bright yellow tops. Good to have the Ellensburg Rodeo Posse here today for the Stemilt Growers Grand Parade.
Princesses Kathy Birmingham.
More past royalty coming our way.
Yeah, I think Grant is down there. Grant, did you want to grab one of those royalty groups as they come by?
Oh, I'm waiting for our festival administrator, Darcy. She should be coming by here anytime.
That's
We're
right.
on 84. I believe she's 85. So stand by for Darcy.
83 Queen Trina Rank. Also Princess Kathy Brigham and Susan Babcock and Karen Birmingham in that first vehicle. The pink caddy coming our way. Oh, that's gorgeous.
All right, Eric.
Okay, take it away, Grant.
All right, we're with the 1985 royalty, and there's a lot of you. There's 5 of you. Darcy, is it weird riding and not doing what you normally do? Beautiful day. Fantastic. You guys have a great...
Thank you.
All right, Eric. They're busy. Back.
They are. And they're riding in the back, and I bet that's her dad driving. I would be willing to bet, because I know he's got some sweet rides. 1985, there's our queen, and she will forever be our queen. Darcy, good to see you, Darce.
Now, was Darcy saying this is her 25th year?
Yes.
So we're on our 100th year.
As festival director.
Wow.
Yeah, how about that?
25 of those 100 years.
That shows you how long I've been in the Wenatchee Valley, because I had moved here and I worked with her in radio, and then she went to work for the Nicolads, and then her next job was working with the Apple Blossom Festival, and it has been a perfect marriage for her and for Apple Blossom. And I don't know if we'd be where we are with 100 without having Darcy involved for the last 25 years. So congratulations to Darcy. I think next up we've got the Bridgeport High School Marching Band. The Philly Marching Band, made up of 8th through 12th graders, Bridgeport Middle and High School. This year they're playing a traditional Cumbia Rosa Maria under the direction of drum major Sinai Espinoza.
This is the Orville May Festival float. They're celebrating 85 years. And the past and present royalty being represented with the theme of Walk Down Memory Lane. Orville May Festival float. That's gorgeous.
That is fantastic. Welcome, ladies. A walk down memory lane as they head down our lane here at the top of Triangle Park, at the top of the parade route. And of course, we have Children's Dentistry. Dr. Cara and her team believe every child's appointment to the dentist should be both fun and educational, and we appreciate their support of the Junior Royalty Program here with the Washington State Apple Blossom Festival. Our coverage on the NCWLIFE channel today brought to you in part by Antique Mall at Cashmere. 15,000 square feet to explore. Come find your treasure. Also by Apple Valley Honda, where all new Hondas come with a lifetime warranty. And Arctic Refrigeration and Heating, the temperature expert. Speaking of temperature, it's getting warm out here, Jesse.
It's a little toasty. What a treat. We've got the Seattle Seahawks Blue Thunder drumline with us today. Rockin' CenturyLink Field since 2004. The Seahawks Blue Thunder drumline. High energy entertainment. They're always fun to watch. Go Hawks.
Go Hawks. You got to watch and listen to these guys. They are full of energy. Well, I mean, you represent the Hawks and the 12s. You gotta bring it.
It looks so easy.
I know. I could barely walk and chew gum, and they're playing the drums. Next up, speaking of Seattle, we have the Wenatchee Valley Shuttle. Been serving the Wenatchee Valley since 2012. They offer 3 to 5 shuttles daily from Wenatchee to SeaTac, depending on the season. They also provide charters for special group events such as weddings and corporate events, concerts, transportation, as well as ski and mountain excursions. That is our Wenatchee Valley Shuttle. And next up, of course, we're about to the baseball season. season, Jess.
Yes, Wenatchee Apple Sox Coyote, the official mascot of the Wenatchee Apple Sox. He has been delighting fans, especially the little ones, for all kinds of Apple Sox games since 2001. You can catch him at Apple Sox games this summer, and we're kicking off the 20th season June 3rd.
I can't believe it's been 20 years since we started Apple Sox baseball here in the Wenatchee Valley. When they first started it and they talked about where to have it, they wanted to do it right next door here at Recreation Park, but you know, that was a little forward thinking for the folks involved with the school district at that time. They didn't want to have beer sales there, so you know, baseball, peanuts, hot dogs, beer, it all kind of goes together. So you know, they decided to have it at Paul Thomas Field at the campus of Wenatchee Valley College, and that's been a good thing. Next up, Best Royalty Equestrian, make that selection by the Apple Blossom folks, and that would be our Miss Rodeo Othello 2019, Queen Isabella. She's inviting you to join them for the Othello Rodeo PRCA action coming up in September.
Their mission is to
Okay, let's go down to Grant Olson again, who's got a special guest. Grant?
I do have a special guest from out of state, from St. George, Utah, right?
Yes.
Tell us why you're here.
Our granddaughter is marching in the Kennedy marching band.
This weather, that's kind of like you're used to in St. George, right?
It's very, very much.
So what do you think of the whole Apple Blossom Festival ambiance since you've been here?
It's beautiful so far.
You've enjoyed the parade?
We have.
And we're looking forward to Kennedy High School.
We are.
Thank you very much for being here and have a great weekend.
Thank you very much.
All right, Eric, back to you.
All right, go Kennedy. There we go, Grant. Thank you much. And more past royalty coming behind you. But first, the Parque Padrinos, or Park Godparents. These are folks that are taking care of and looking for the betterment of Kiwanis Met-How Park here in the Wenatchee Valley. In 1986, we have some more royalty, past royalty, and the convertible here, Queen Colleen Cockrum, Princess Diane Follett. Did I get that right? Dana Follett. There we go.
1986 Queen and Princess.
You know, I thought that the Classy Chassis Parade came by as quickly. Not as fast as it does here. Yes. Also, 1986 Princess Mandy Sand and Delcy Prophet. Hello, ladies. We've got another Mustang coming our direction. More past royalty. We flew the drone, by the way, that right as we took the air, we flew the drone over the top of all of the past royalty collected together at once. Apple Blossom asked us to do that so we could get a photo from above. So I can't wait to see that photo as Princess Kathy Handley, Carmen Harris, and Luann Ewing come by us from the 1987 class. Also from 87, Princess Maria Velasquez and Carrie Brownlee. Of course, that was back in the day when they had a Royal Court of 10.
Wow.
No kidding.
Can you imagine all that hair to do in 1986?
A lot of hairspray.
A lot of hairspray. Yes, Grant. Let's go back to Grant.
All right, we are with the 1989 royalty. They're walking, Eric. They decided not to ride. They decided to walk. Why was that?
We thought we'd be a little bit different, and we also have our heads from back in the day.
Oh, that's awesome.
So tell me your name.
My name is Heather. Well, outfit, it used to be Heather Carr.
And they have 9 of the 10 that were the top 10 candidates, right?
Yeah, well, back then, there were 9 princesses and 1 queen.
So you're ready for a long walk?
Yeah, I think we're all ready to go.
Well, congratulations.
Wow.
Have a great day. Thanks so much.
Thank you. Have a good day.
Eric.
There we go, Grant. And right behind them, we've got another band coming our way, Jesse.
The Othello High School Husky Marching Band is made up of about 70 band members and being led today by the student drum majors Jane Christensen and Stephanie Arguelles, Amy Bates, and Macy Ludi. They're excited to be part of the 100th Apple Blossom Festival.
Let's listen in to the Othello High School Husky Marching Band. You know, that is my luck, by the way. We had that in our old parade location, too, that I'd say, and let's listen in, and then they'd stop playing. And
Perfect
the very
timing.
moment. Well, of course, I love Penticton. I don't know if you've been north of the border or not, but it is the Peach City. The Penticton Peach Festival is from August 7th through the 11th this year. A fun, family-friendly event full of entertainment, rides, great food, lots of different activities, a sandcastle competition, and ultra. And Grant has some folks from Penticton. Grant?
That's right, from the Peach Festival. Don, what can you tell me about the Peach Festival coming up?
It's the largest free festival in largest free festival in Canada, August 7th to 11th. We have a huge parade on August the 10th, and entries from all over the Pacific Northwest, as far as Idaho and Alberta. It's a great party, and everybody's welcome to come.
How long have you been coming to Apple Blossom?
Oh, the float's been coming for probably 20 years. I've been in the last 5.
Well, fantastic, and have a great festival coming up.
Thank you very much.
You bet. Thank you, Grant. And Queen Brooklyn and Princess Sarah and Naya welcome you to Penticton.
We have the Nature Conservancy and Sustainable Wenatchee with their float. It's Planet Earth, the NCW Eco Challenge, which is open to anyone in Chelan or Douglas counties and begins the Monday after the parade. Check that out. Participants are representing the local Nature Conservancy chapter, Sustainable Wenatchee, and Team Naturaliza, all 501c3 nonprofits here in our valley.
I love it. And of course, that's an important message that we need to conserve for our future and for our children and their children's children. And they're inviting you to be part of the solution. That's the Wenatchee Valley Humane Society. Been serving people for over 50 years. Wenatchee Valley Humane Society, your pet service resource, including rescuing injured and lost animals, spay and neuter programs, keeping families and pets together during hard times, pet food banks, behavioral modification, and so much more. And of course, be sure to watch for the Pet of the Week here on the NCWLIFE channel. It's our Kennel Cameos. And another band coming our way, Jesse.
We have the Cascade Kodiak Marching Band from Leavenworth. The band has been representing their high school since the 1950s, performing in concerts and parades, as well as supporting athletes at varsity football and basketball games during the school year.
And right along with him is John the Clown. Welcome, John, and let's listen in to the Kodiak Marching Band from Leavenworth. Next up, of course, is Autumn Leaf. Speaking of Leavenworth.
Look at that float.
Ambassadors and Charlotte Lay and 2019 Royal Lady invite you to catch me if you can in Leavenworth. Enjoy family fun and mountains of memories in the Bavarian Village just 30 minutes from here. Visit the State Autumn Leaf Festival September 27th through the 29th. And of course, they're doing the chicken dance.
You ever do that at a wedding?
Never. every event I go to, I think the chicken dance just breaks out.
Oh, we have more past royalty coming our way, the 1990s.
We're getting up to recent decades here. Queen Jennifer Williams, Princess Amy Atwood, of course, Jennifer Devereaux. Good to see you, Jennifer. Jennifer's been involved with Apple Blossom for a long time. And more royalty coming our way here. You'll notice Jennifer Bouchon on the far side there. Of course, back in the day, it was Jennifer Jacobal and Nicole Davis. Hello, ladies.
Princesses from 1990.
There you go. Oh, look at this ride. Oh, Chevy. Gorgeous. I think we saw that in the Classic Chassis Parade last
Wow, that is a gorgeous automobile.
Absolutely. From 1991, you have Queen. Trying to read it from here, and that's Holly Lane and Princess Fabiola Barbosa. We know Fabiola. Still very much involved here in the Wenatchee Valley.
Queen Marcia Turner. Princess Kristen.
Love to have all of this former royalty joining us here for the 100th Apple Blossom Festival.
Aaron Case and Elise Harrison, 1991 princesses.
Well, that's Aaron Cass. Hi, Aaron. Good to see you. And from 1992, we have Queen Marcia Turner and Princess Kristen Picard. Hello, ladies. Nice to see you. Welcome and thanks. And I love how they've been able to, I mean, not everybody lives here still.
Right.
A lot of these ladies had to come from a long way away to be part of the 100th festival. Queen Christy Adamson, Princess Maria Davis from 1993.
4 professional rodeo performances, and of course, the heart.
We've talked about the beautiful vehicles. All these cars are just so impressive.
Yes, a lot of horsepower. Speaking of horsepower, Miss Omak Stampede 2019, Vanessa Pershing would like to extend a warm welcome to join her in Omak August 8th through the 11th for an event steeped in cultural heritage. 4 PRCA rodeo performances, and of course the heart-pounding suicide race, Omak Stampede. Don't forget the Omak Stampede in August. Boy, they really do put on a good show up there, too, by the way. If you have not been to the Omak Stampede, highly encourage you to take that in. By the way, our broadcast of the Stemilt Growers Grand Parade here on the NCWLIFE channel brought to you by Boswell's Home Furnishings. Come explore their expansive 2-story showroom on Easy Street, and Club Crow and Bar and Grill. Cashmere's home of the blues, brews, and barbecue. And Caldwell Banker Levine, the most trusted names in real estate.
Here's the 2019 Chelan County Fair ambassadors, Blake Cochran and Amber Cook, and they want to invite you to the Pioneer Days. Joe Diffie is going to be putting on a free concert on Friday night. Fun starts Thursday, September 5th, so September 6th you can see Joe Diffie.
Gotta love some Joe Diffie. I think Grant is down there gathering some more folks. Grant, you ready to go?
I'm ready to go. I'm in the stands right now here along the parade route. Tell me your name.
Leo.
Leo, you're from Wenatchee?
Yes, all my life.
So,
really, born there.
What's your name?
Pat.
Pat. So you guys, this is a spot you've been coming, Apple Blossoms?
For a while. For a long time.
Really? You enjoy the start of the parade?
Sure. It's really fun.
What's your favorite part of the Grand Parade?
Oh, boy.
The floats, the music, what is it?
I like the music and the floats.
And the floats, too.
Yeah.
The floats are good.
So Apple Blossom really defines who we are in this valley, doesn't it?
True. That's true.
And no more beautiful place than the Wenatchee Valley this time of year.
That's very true, and it simplifies our fruit industry very much.
Well, you guys have a prime spot here, that's for sure. Thanks for joining us. We appreciate it.
Okay, you're welcome.
And Grant, thank you much. Speaking of music, the Colville High School Marching Band passing it us now. 70-piece member band under the direction of Brent Purvis and drum majors Colton Eslick and A.J. Cecil, welcoming you to Colville and the Marching Band. I try to make it to Colville every year. This time of year, as a matter of fact, to do some turkey hunting.
Oh, fun.
If you ever wanted to see a wild turkey, Colville is the place to go. They've got it all over the place. I'm not talking about the drink. I'm talking about the bird.
Here we have Deer Park's community float titled Hear Us Roar. Riding the float is Miss Deer Park, Abigail Wanch, and her princesses Christina Shub and Brooke Begani. The ladies would like to invite you to Deer Park Settlers Day on Saturday, July 27th.
This is the Spirit of the Festival Award winner. And you talk about spirit.
They're dancing.
Look at that.
Having a good old time today.
Hear us roar.
Love it.
I love it. And next up, we have the most original specialty units, the Blazing Divas of Coeur d'Alene, Idaho, a crowd-pleasing favorite dance drill team in the Pacific Northwest. The Blazing Divas have been invited to entertain both locally and abroad. The synergy created by these awesome group of 50-plus aged moms, grandmas, and great-grandmas, combined with the latest in high-tech sound and lighting, promises to dazzle. Combining the talents of seasoned dancers and dedicated costume team, the experienced technical talents of Diva Dudes, this group is ready to rock your parade events. Welcome the Blazing Divas. Check it out. Love it. Love the hats, too.
Yes, they're having a good old time. Makes me think of the Kentucky Derby.
Yes. Speaking of which, not too far around the corner. The Blazing Divas. And these two were lucky enough not to have to dance through the whole parade route.
Beautiful dresses.
Absolutely. Okay, I think down the parade route a little bit, we've got Grant Olson standing by again. Grant, you're next to a very slick-looking car there. What is that?
Eric, I couldn't resist as soon as I saw this car. Tell us about your car. Tell us your name first.
I'm Frank Clanton with One Call Concepts. This is was a car built by Paul Jr. Design, the motorcycle guy. We have a 811 chopper, Corvette, and trike. This is the second one he did for us.
So tell us the motor that's in it and how many horsepower.
It's a Z06, has a Callaway conversion, has 750 horsepower.
750. Holy cow! And a specialty paint job as well. Obviously.
Yep.
Thanks so much for being with us. Great car. Eric.
Thank you much, Grant. Wow. That is brought in to highlight the 811.
0 to 60 miles per hour in 2.8 seconds.
Oh, my gosh.
That's fast.
Yeah, that's a ticket waiting to happen right there.
So it's educating new audiences about the importance of protecting the underground infrastructure by calling 811 before you dig.
Next up,
those signs a lot.
Next up, we have the story, which is the musical, the Apple Blossom musical. It is Newsies, the Disney musical, telling the story of how the New York Newsboys, led by Jack Kelly, rallied together to strike against the unfair work conditions of the publishers. You can find out more. Go to numericapac.org Newsies /Newsies for showtimes and tickets to Newsies. Well, I've seen a little taste of this a couple of times. They are fantastic. You need to see this musical. You know what, and Jesse, I'm not a musical guy, but I would go. I would go see that.
It's a great show.
Absolutely. Next up, we have the Miss East Cascades ambassador, I believe.
Chantel is Miss East Cascades ambassador and first runner-up to the Miss East Cascades Scholarship Organization. She's a student at Central Washington University with the goal of graduating with a BA in music and a major in event management.
High school marching band.
It's a good field to go into.
Yeah, definitely. Helps us a lot, doesn't it?
Yes.
Chosen fields here. Another band coming our way here for the Stemilt Growers Grand Parade. I'm looking over, peeking at the rest of our park here, Jesse, and it seems that we're getting through this parade awfully quickly here. I mean, we're down to like 20 entrances left.
Wow.
And that's it. What? It can't be over. Well, it's not over yet as we continue on here on the NCWLIFE channel with the Mariner High School Marching Band under the direction of Chris Angelos. Is the 15th year of director of bands. The drum majors are Elena Bodine, Nacia Riojas, and Anthony Lorico. The band just returned from marching down Main Street at Disneyland. Marching band won first place in 2018 and sweepstakes in 2017 of this Apple Blossom Festival. The Mariner High School Marching Band. Now, see, I like the horses.
Yes.
But I think I like the bands better. I think that's my most favorite thing of any parade is the bands.
And they're also talented.
Oh, yeah.
Very impressive.
Absolutely.
Here we have the Portland Royal Rosarians. Leading the Royal Rosarians today is Lord High Chancellor Don Thacker and Squire James Wallach, who is Prime Minister and first Squire in 2019. Royal Rosarians are the official greeters and ambassadors of goodwill for the City of Roses and have served in that role Festival since 1912. They're marching today as they always have in their traditional white suits and straw hats. The Rosarians are an all-volunteer organization of 280 people, giving thousands of hours to their community every year. They are dedicated to community service while honoring their legacy, rich in tradition and pageantry. Throughout their travels, they plant recognition roses for honored individuals and events and spread their message, for you a rose in Portland grows.
And I was over in the park earlier today when they did the ceremony of planting a rose for the Apple Blossom Festival. And more past royalty coming our way. As I think we're still in the 90s, aren't we?
Yes,
here?
we are.
Okay, so we're at 1993. Princess Anna Shaw and Jennifer Netz.
1995 Queen.
And that convertible there. And then also in the convertible bug, we have the 1994 Queen, Heather Hopkins, and Princess Allison Brinton. Welcome, ladies. You see that gorgeous view from above again as we got our batteries charged up for the drones. 1995 Queen, Mary Foreman, Princess, I missed that one.
Tabitha Alexander and Tanya Rodriguez. That's the year I graduated. 1995.
So young. 1996, Queen Jill Vanderhoff, Princess Allison Lynn, and Summer Lacey. Welcome.
Another beautiful car.
We're up to 1997 now. Queen Stacia Wiggins, Princess Megan Williams, and Marie Magnotti.
Yes.
Welcome, ladies.
Next up is the Chelan High School.
What's funny, too, is that you'll recognize these faces, and, of course, they've got their maiden names on the cars usually, and you'll see people along the parade route, they're like, wait a minute, I didn't know she was a queen. Right? Oh, that's awesome. Another band coming our way. Here come the Chelan High School Marching Band, representing the community in the Wenatchee Apple Blossom Parade for the majority of the past 100 years. Chelan High School Marching Band comprised of students in grades 9 through 12. The same 67-member units performs at CHS's pep band as well as concert band. They're consistently receiving superior rating in various performances. The Chelan High School Marching Band here today under the direction of Stephen Burdick, assisted by Vicki Hoffman, saying, "May the 4th be with you."
Love it.
Oh, what a gorgeous view from above, too, from our drone high above us here at Triangle Park at the top of Rondo Avenue. And I don't know about you, I feel like going boating on a day like this.
Absolutely, and I know you were looking forward to this one earlier. Welcome the Seattle Seafair Commodores. This nonprofit group is one of 5 Seafair volunteer family groups. They proudly support the Seafair Foundation Scholarship Program for Women, which is celebrating its 70th anniversary, led by Mary Valmont with consort Joe Valmont. They continue to build traditions, celebrating 64 years as goodwill ambassadors for the Seafair Festival and City of Seattle.
Always good to have Seafair represented here.
They are having a good time.
Okay, Grant, let's go down to Grant Olson, who's got another person standing by. Grant?
That's right, Eric. Joining me now, 12th District Representative Keith Gaynor. Keith, great to have you here.
It's great to be here.
You rode by earlier. How'd you get back here so quick?
Oh, I'm quick.
Tell us what the Apple Blossom Festival means to this valley. You're from here. You know all about this. It means it's what we are, isn't it?
Well, it really represents a lot. Obviously things have changed a little bit from when it was initially instituted with the apples being a major player around the area. They still are, not so much in Wenatchee, but it's just a great time for the community to come together and have a good time with the festival.
Do you have a favorite memory from your childhood of the Apple Blossom Festival?
Well, I'm going to date myself, but it was the year that Peshastin Dryden took the Grand Sweepstakes.
No kidding. Fantastic. So you just finished up your freshman year in Olympia. How'd it go for you?
It went well. you know, obviously there were a lot of things I wish would have gone differently, but it was still a good experience, and I would really appreciated the honor and, you know, the responsibility of representing the 12th District.
Thanks so much for being with us, and enjoy the rest of the parade.
All right, thank you.
All right, Eric, back to you.
Now that Procession-Dryden reference is to a school that doesn't exist anymore, so that tells you how far he's going back there. We have another band coming our way. Jesse, who do we have here?
The Cadets, Eisenhower Senior High School Cadet Marching Band, Color Guard, and Dance Team. They enjoy a vibrant tradition of parade involvement throughout the Northwest. The group has just returned from a Southern California tour and would like to thank the Wenatchee Apple Blossom Festival for allowing them to be part of the finest parade in the state. I couldn't agree more. Past fall, the Cadets received the City of Auburn Veterans Day Parade Generals Award for Best in Parade. The band also received first place in the Yakima Sunfair Parade.
Let's listen in. Oh, look at the, I don't know if they call it a fez or what they call it on the top of their helmets, but it certainly grabs your attention with the red, white, and blue of the Ike Cadets.
Next up is the Yakima Sunfair.
Eisenhower High School is represented here. Next up, we have the Miss Sunfair Noel Anderson inviting you to the 58th Annual Sunfair Parade, September 21st in Yakima. She'd also like to invite you to the Central Washington State Fair running the 20th through the 29th. Welcome, Yakima.
No, but I have a lot of friends who have.
More past royalty. The early 2000s headed our way.
Our coverage here on the NCWLIFE channel brought to you in part by Collins Fashions, where fun meets fashion in downtown Wenatchee. And East Wenatchee Mobile Storage. Pack it, store it, move it. They can deliver a mobile storage unit right to your front door. Also by the Highlander Grill. It's open to the public. Enjoy amazing food, drinks, and their spectacular view at the Highlander Golf Course. All right, let's see how the eyes do again here as we have another Mustang convertible coming our way with the 99 Queen, Lindsay France and Princess Jenny Smelzer, and Brandy Duchesne. Okay, I got it. Got it.
Good job.
Okay, I'm not as bad as I used to be. Let's see here. Another Mustang convertible. You notice the Mustang convertible has got to be the most popular convertible in this parade. 2000 Queen, Chelsea Walzer, and her Princess Allison Brigleb. Welcome, ladies.
2002 Queen, Natalie Burr.
Okay, Grant Olson's got more royalty. Grant?
All right, we're with the 2004 royalty. It's significant for me because this is the year I moved to Wenatchee, so you're the first royal court that I remember since I've been here. Tell us your name.
I'm Ashley Armstrong Pfluger, and I'm 2006 Julie Ray.
Together for this, right? I remember 2006 as well. Tell us about Apple Blossom and the Grand Parade, what it means to all of us.
You know what, I think that the fact that all of these past royalty have come back together means so much. We're so fortunate that we have an opportunity to give back to the community. We love it.
Thank you very much for joining us. You better go, Jesselyn. Thank you. Thanks, Eric. Back to you.
Okay, Grant, you don't want to stop the parade, for goodness sakes. Get us all in trouble. And going back to that pageant, I emceed that pageant, if I'm not mistaken, that Amanda won as the queen that particular year. And there's so much that goes into the pageant. There's so much that goes into Apple Blossom Festival. And if you haven't seen it yet, you need to see the movie, the documentary that's out now, sponsored by Stemilt Growers. There's Amanda. Good to see you. And it is A Lot of Fuss About a Parade is the title of the documentary about the Washington State Apple Blossom Festival as it celebrates 100 years. You can see it this weekend at Liberty Cinemas in downtown Wenatchee. So be sure and get down to the movie theater at Liberty Cinemas. They're also selling the DVD if you get a chance to put your hands on that. If you have any connection to Wenatchee at all, you cannot watch this documentary and not just brim with pride about our community.
Absolutely.
Spokane Lilac Festival.
Well put together.
Today they'll be playing.
Here we have the Kashmir High School Bulldog Marching Band. The 2019 Kashmir High School Bulldog Marching Band is currently 65 members strong and is led by drum majors Madison, Dora, and Shelby. Band has recently performed at the University of Washington Band Day and last year's Spokane Lilac Festival Parade. Today the Marching Bulldogs will rock you with music from the iconic band Queen. You can stomp your feet and clap your hands as we celebrate this year's Centennial Parade.
Go Bulldogs!
That sounded like another one bites the dust. Like a little bohemian rhapsody thrown in there.
They've even got electric guitars.
I know, I love that. Now, of course, you've got Kashmir Founders Days coming up. Queen Joanna, Princess Faith, and Princess Catherine representing the beautiful town of Kashmir. I'd like to invite you to join them in celebrating Founders Days with a festival full of fun activities that last full weekend of June and a gorgeous float. Ladies, welcome, and thanks for being part of the Apple Blossom Stemilt Growers Grand Parade. And more past royalty coming our way as well. 2005 Queen Annika Grubbs.
Laura DeCamp and Princesses Courtney Roberts.
And Princess Pamela Alvarado. Hello, ladies. Beautiful Chevy Camaro, I believe, with that Mustang or that convertible. Queen Laura DeCamp, Princess Courtney Roberts, and Mikkel Stanaway. 2007 Royal Court.
Now I'm starting to recognize some of them.
Yeah, are you? Okay.
I remember when they won.
Yeah. Now I love the Ford Bronco. Brother had that very truck at one point in his life. 2008 Queen Justine Vanderpool and Princess Nicole Brown and Emily Love in that beautiful Bronco. We have 2009 Queen Catherine Safar. Next up. '2009 Princess Rebecca Higgins and Brianna Allstott. And 2010 Princess Lauren Ferguson and Lori Bazan.
Parade is the Wenatchee Valley Appalachians. How beautiful.
As we continue with the Stemilt Growers Grand Parade here on the NCWLIFE channel.
This is Catholic Charity Services. Central Washington strives to create hope for people of all faiths, ages, and cultures through counseling, crisis behavioral health services, early childhood education.
Actually, we've got the Appalachians first.
Oh.
Sorry to interrupt you there, but
Nope.
you were on a roll. I like it. But the Wenatchee Valley Appalachians, I've got rhythm, May 17th. At 7 o'clock at Grace Lutheran Church.
Washington. They've been helping mothers, children.
Lovely ladies. Throat full of songs, so go see them on May 17th.
Largest Medicaid insurance.
Oh, they're singing as they go. Love it.
Giving us a little sneak peek.
I'll let you continue with Molina now.
We have Molina Healthcare coming our way. They've got bubbles on their route. Kids always love bubbles.
You just have to have bubbles with the sunshine.
Molina Healthcare has been helping mothers, children, and families gain access to quality care for over 3 decades here in the Wenatchee Valley.
Thank you for being part of the Stemilt Growers Grand Parade, Molina Healthcare. And another marching band coming our way next. Here come the Jacks, Quincy High School. Under the direction of Mr. Patrick Gordon, the Quincy High School band prides itself on student leadership and excellence in music and performance. Quincy High School Marching Band. Go Jacks. Listen in. see one of our quickest growing communities here in Eastern Washington these days. With the influx of data centers and such and our cheap power here at Eastern Washington, we welcome, of course, our friends from Quincy. What do we have here next, Jess?
It's almost time to celebrate. State at the Washington State Fair, August 30th through September 22nd. Don't miss your chance to cheer on our champions, make memories, and celebrate long-standing traditions. It's the Washington State Fair float.
Now I'm a little confused on that mascot there. Is that a squatch?
We have questioned that for many years. My kids ask me the same thing.
Well, obviously you've got a baby chick on one side, you've got a cow in the middle, and I'm guessing squatch on the near side. Of course, Washington State is famous for its Bigfoot, so why not go with a squatch? It feels awfully squatchy, as they say. Next up, the North Central Regional Library, serving communities across North Central Washington since 1960. Library users have access to resources through their 30 library branches, one-of-a-kind mail-order library, 2 bookmobiles, and more. From all your friends at the NCRL, may the 4th be with you. And lining up more of our past royalty as they come and join us on this parade route for this gorgeous Saturday here in the Wenatchee Valley. Our first Saturday in May and just splendid weather. 2011, Queen Eleanor Bastian, Princess Elise Shea. And then in the Jeep convertible, we have court from 2012 with Queen Samantha Allen, Princess Haley Brown, and Devin Hyler. Welcome, ladies.
I knew that. 2014, Queen Rosalind Thompson.
2013 Royal Court here, Queen Emily Abbott, Princess Maggie Chavilicek, and Maddie Still.
The Wahluke High School Marching Band from Mattawa. The band is made up of 9th through 12th.
Well, they got a line on some Jeeps for this 2000 era. 2014, Queen Rosalind Thompson and Princess Caroline Dahl. Hello, ladies. Another band coming our way, Jesse. I think this is Wahluke High School Marching Band from Mattawa. Band's made up of 9th through 12th graders led by senior drum major Anofel Sanchez. They'll be performing the Horse arrangement by Auburn University. Marching band plays for their athletic teams, the Wahluke Warriors. I used to be able to pride myself on knowing every mascot for every high school in the state of Washington.
I'm impressed by that.
I don't know if I could do that these days, but my favorite mascot of all of the high schools in Washington is the Davenport Gorillas.
Oh, I like that too. That's unique. Here we have the Marysville Strawberry Festival float. Marysville Strawberry Festival is getting technical with the theme this year, #Marysville Joie. Riding atop the float are Queen Natalia, Princess Brianna, and Princess Jael. And joining them is Jammer, the selfie-taking strawberry. Walking with the float are the junior royalty, Chris, and junior royalty, Emma. Be sure to tag them in your photos on Facebook and Instagram, #MarysvilleWA.
Gotta love a selfie-taking strawberry.
I like it.
Marysville, known for their strawberries. Hello, welcome. Imaginative float there. And of course, next up we have the Town Toyota Center. Been 10 years providing high quality sports and entertainment to our community. Home of the BCHL Wenatchee Wild and the new Wenatchee Valley Skyhawks. We have some Skyhawks on board the Town Toyota entry here for the parade this year. Wish the Skyhawks best of luck. Another matchup with Reno coming up very soon. And another float coming our way
Moxie
from
Hop
Moxie.
Festival?
Yeah.
Moxie Hop Festival's Making It Real royalty float. Queen Emma with her princesses Haley and Muller and Chloe. Watch as paparazzi Ralph grabs their photos as they make their way into the premiere showing of their favorite movie. They need to grab some fresh popcorn and some sweet treats to enjoy. Moxie Hop Festival is coming up August 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. You're invited to join them. Bring the whole family.
Fantastic. And after Moxie, we have the Coulee City Last Stand Rodeo Queen. This Cassidy Mang would like to invite you to the Colorama Rodeo Mother's Day weekend. Pro West Rodeo Friday and Saturday afternoons and Grand Parade Saturday morning. Coulee City Last Stand Rodeo Queen Miss Annabelle Booth also inviting you to the 67th Annual Last Stand Rodeo Memorial Weekend in Coulee City. More royalty coming our way. This from Lake Chelan, right?
Miss Lake Chelan Royalty 2019. Miss Lake Chelan Royalty is Queen Ashlyn. First princess is Caroline, and second princess Talitha. They're promoting the Lake Chelan Valley as they visit regional events, parades, and communities. As the 93rd Royal Court, they will be giving back to the community throughout the year. Miss Lake Chelan Royalty.
Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, for coming to college.
We have a night coming our way. A knight in shining shorts. So Wenatchee Valley College associated students, of course, representing clubs and organizations on the Wenatchee Valley College campus. 5th Street U, as we call it here in the Wenatchee Valley. And welcome to the Knights, and thanks for being such an important part in our community. And they've had real success with their sports programs. Again, another successful run for softball again this spring. Welcome to the Knights. Speaking of champions and sports teams, they have the women's basketball program that won the NWAC championship, represented here as well in the gold ball, and that is not an easy feat. How about it for the Lady Knights?
The State Marching Band is playing 2 tunes made famous in 1974.
Congratulations. And Greg Friends, of course, nicely put, driving the Lady Knights down the parade route. Hey, Greg, good to see you.
Deer Park High School Stag Marching Band is honored to be here to celebrate the 100th Apple Blossom anniversary. They are playing 2 tunes made famous in 1974 to celebrate Spokane's 1974 Expo World's Fair. That's the Way I Like It by Casey and the Sunshine Band, and Hooked on a Feeling by Blue Swede. Do you remember those tunes?
I do. Hooked on a feeling. High on. Okay, let's listen to Deer Park High School Band instead of me. The Deer Park Band, Wenatchee Eagles, number 204 for 117 years. Wenatchee Eagles have been a tradition in our valley, older than the Apple Blossom Festival itself. Fraternal Order of Eagles are all about people, helping people, raising money for cancer, heart, diabetes, Alzheimer's, kids, and more. Interested in becoming a member? Visit your Wenatchee Eagles to find out more information. And Grant Olson has some more of our past royalty. Grant?
All right, Eric, we are with the 2015 royalty. What's it like coming back and doing this again 4 years later?
Oh my goodness, it is such an honor and privilege. Here you go, talk.
Have you been talking so much you lost your voice?
Yeah, it's so fun to be back in this position. So many great memories here. We're happy to be back.
It's exciting to get to see how much royalty has come back and just truly how great the Wenatchee community is.
Fantastic. Great having you guys back. Have a great day. All right, Eric.
All right, thank you much, Grant. And I sounded like that here about 2 weeks ago with no voice at all. Our coverage of the Stemilt Growers Grand Parade on the NCWLIFE channel brought to you in part by Merry Maids. Relax, it's done. Call to schedule a free cleaning estimate today. Also by Weinstein Beverage, proudly sponsoring Apple Blossom for over 30 years. Serving beverages to our community for over 70 years. And Walkabout Grill, located in Wenatchee and Leavenworth. Stop in today and check out the new 108 Lounge in Wenatchee. good to see our past royalty here. They told me 135. I think they were up to the numbers. It's been incredible.
Think so.
How many of our past royalty have come back to be part of the parade this year? 2006 royalty here, Queen Corey Martin and company.
Queen Amy Sand, Princesses Page. This is that same last name.
And Grant Olson with more of our royalty and a sweet-looking ride there, Grant.
Boy, I guess it's a sweet-looking ride. We're with last year's queen, Greta Wiersma. Greta, how you doing?
Hey, good. How are you?
What's your emotions coming back a year later? We can go on the fly.
It's definitely bittersweet. I feel really lucky to be back, though.
So tell us what you've been up to over the past year.
I went to college for a year. I survived my freshman year, so I'm proud of that one.
What's your favorite part of the Grand Parade, Greta?
Maybe the dancing horses. Everything. I love that all the communities out here, all the generations. I love seeing it. It just makes me really happy.
You were a fantastic queen. It's great to see you again.
Thank you.
Have a great rest of your weekend. All right, Eric.
Yeah, Greta was a fantastic selection for our queen for the 99th go-around here for the Apple Blossom Festival. And next up, well, we met their relatives earlier. She said that she's got, I think, a grandson in the parade. The Kennedy Catholic High School Lancer Marching Band won over 20 trophies over the past 5 years, including first place in 2017's West Seattle Parade, fourth place in the 2017 Auburn Veterans Day Parade, and overall sweepstakes awards right here last year in the Apple Blossom Parade. It's the Kennedy Catholic High School Marching Band under drum majors Daniel Savassos and Gracie Still. Let's listen in. Catholic High School Marching Band here for the Stemilt Growers Grand Parade. And believe it or not, Jesse, we're to the end of the parade.
What?
Yes.
How can this be?
Chewelah, our last entry.
Welcome, Chewelah's distinguished young ladies, Lily, Avery, and Mackenzie, gracing this year's community float. A place for all seasons is the theme. Spring, summer, fall, and winter. Golfing and camping, skiing and fishing. Beautiful Chewelah has it all. Come visit them July 12th, 13th, and 14th. You can experience Chewelah for yourself.
We appreciate you joining us here for live coverage of the Stemilt Growers Grand Parade on the NCWLIFE channel. We're going to take a break, wet our whistle, and come back and wrap it up. Coming up next here on the NCWLIFE channel. Don't go away.
Highlander Grill and Golf Course is known as most wedding venues in the Wenatchee area. You do not have to be a member to come to Highlander. Highlander Golf Course offers a first-class backdrop for your wedding day. Our friendly professional staff will ensure your wedding and reception is picture perfect, from every moment leading up to the I do's to when the lights go down at the end of your reception. Hi, I'm Shalane, site coordinator for Highlander Grill. Give me a call to schedule your event today.
Hello, Wenatchee Valley, from the staff at Collins Fashions. Christy, Heidi, Georgia, Julene, Judy, and I, we are your Brighton headquarters for the Valley, and we are here to assist you with your personal and gift-giving needs of jewelry, handbags, sunglasses, etc. We carry your favorite brands such as Tommy Bahama, Karen Kane, Tribal, Jag, Nick and Zoe, Joseph Ribkop, foundations from Spanx and Shapey's, cute, comfortable shoes and sandals. Our staff will style you head to toe at Collins, where fun meets fashion in downtown Wenatchee.
With 15,000 square feet to explore, you'll find something special at the Antique Mall at Cashmere. For the do-it-yourselfers and those with a keen eye for making something old fresh and new again, the Antique Mall at Cashmere is the place to come find your next project. From the coin enthusiasts to avid collectors, Antique Mall at Cashmere has treasures in every corner. Come find your treasure today. Antique Mall at Cashmere's friendly staff is here to help. Stop on by today.
Arctic Refrigeration and Heating has been serving North Central Washington for 34 years. Arctic provides the finest heating and cooling air quality products for residential and commercial customers, along with prompt and professional customer service. Arctic also offers specialty services like custom sheet metal fabrication of ductwork, coil cleaning, as well as planned fall and spring maintenance for the overall well-being of your system. Arctic is available for emergency calls 24/7. Call Arctic Refrigeration and Heating for your heating and cooling needs.
One more time around here at the parade that has now concluded, except for those who are down the parade route. It's still going on and probably will for the next half hour or so. We appreciate you joining us here for the 100th Washington State Apple Blossom Festival, Stemilt Growers Grand Parade on the NCWLIFE channel. I wanted to thank our crew here today because it takes a lot of people to bring you this broadcast. Our videographers, Rachel Mendelis, Dan Kuntz, and Jessica Medina. Also our production crew, Eduardo Fausto and Marion Grandstrom. Our drone pilots today, Jonathan Mendelis and Uriah Darby. Hope you appreciated that view from high above. Our on-site engineer today was Tucker Wagner. Our studio producer, Caitlin Hedersheet. Our general manager of the NCWLIFE channel is Brenda Mendelis. Also special thanks to Marcus Griggs Orchards for providing the vehicle upon which we sit. Thank you to the Griggs family. Also to Star Rentals for the scissor lift, to Nancy's Party Rentals and Sales for the coverage above our heads. I would be fried otherwise. And of course to the Washington State Apple Blossom Festival and the Wenatchee School District for their support. And Jesse, thank you for being part of our broadcast here today.
Thank you for having me.
Absolutely.
I appreciate it.
I hope you had fun.
I had a blast.
Yes,
Thank you.
Yeah. Well, we hope that you enjoy the rest of the 100th Washington State Apple Blossom Festival and keep watching your local TV station, the NCWLIFE channel. Happy Apple Blossom, everybody.
This concludes our exclusive live coverage of the 100th Washington State Apple Blossom Festival Stemilt Growers Grand Parade on the NCWLIFE channel. Today's broadcast was made possible by these fine sponsors: Collins Fashions, The Walkabout Grill, the Antique Mall at Cashmere, Arctic Refrigeration and Heating, Merry Maids, Caldwell Banker Levine, Club Crow Bar and Grill, Apple Valley Honda, the Highlander Golf Course, Boswell's Home Furnishings, East Wenatchee Mobile Storage, and Weinstein Beverage. The NCWLIFE channel would also like to thank Star Rentals for the use of the scissor lift, Nancy's Party Rentals for the tent, and Marcus Griggs Orchards for the flatbed. Once again, thanks for watching the 100th Washington State Apple Blossom Festival Stemilt Growers Grand Parade on the NCWLIFE channel, your local TV station.